especially in this game. We were just kind of burning cooldowns whenever we had them, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, Tinsy.
I'm just gonna say I concur.
I know exactly what Cincy wants to say, and I want to say it too, but I'm not going to. I'll let you see it.
Well, no, if it's an issue, call it out, even if it's kind of inflammatory, because that's
nobody
what
on
this
our
is
team. It's not our team. It's a lot of the times I know it was killing Tincy. Tincy was sitting in watch party and messaging me on Overwatch because he's like, a lot of the times, what's his name? Chris was throwing damage orbs when he should have been throwing healing orbs. Like, people were low, should have been healing, and he was more focused on damage even when he had all of his heal available.
So I agree completely. I think the reason for that is totally just the solo queue mentality.
No, and I get that.
So it's something that, like, first time playing with a team, that trust isn't there, so.
Yep. That's kind of why I, at one point, had said, like, yeah, when we push, focus coalescence more on healing. If you can get the damage, that's fine, but focus more on, the healing, especially on this push going into map. So.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were all able to recognize that. Not to, like, put the blame or point fingers, but, like, that was an issue that we were dealing with. And it is something that's easily worked on, just through, like, communication and positioning. So, like, it's not something that'll be a constant thorn in our side if we can tackle it now. So it's better that we bring it up and address it.
Tinsy, I'm guessing that's what you wanted to say, but didn't.
Yes.
Okay.
Solid. Alright, I'm gonna start the video. Let's see what's good.
Alright, good luck, guys.
Yeah. Let's go. Overall, I think we played really well.
Right side. Right side. There, fair.
We called right. We called right. Mute.
Right side. Here, Doom. We're gonna push inside the right room. Alright, so first off, this was happening to me all day during OD and all day during the scrim. Mew was never in front of me.
Yeah.
I always felt like I was the one leading the push, and I don't know if it was a disconnect on our positioning or I should have been more patient, but I feel like I was just, like, walking in ahead of everyone.
Can you take it back just a minute to where we call to go right? Because I want to know what happened there that she heard left.
I think too many of us called right. Right side. Right side. There, fair.
We called right. We called right.
I don't know. Maybe she just wasn't paying attention.
I think she wasn't 100% paying attention. She's like, wait, left? And then, I don't know. Disconnect.
Right side. Here, Doom. We're gonna push inside the right room and go just all the way around right side.
Alright, speeding into right room. 3, 2, 1, go.
Only to animate.
Run.
Keep going up.
Go up.
Keep going. Oh shit. So right here we lose Tinsy. If Mew is shielding our pushes, rather than just, like, we do this a lot, we tend to tunnel vision our movement. And we don't always use the right cooldowns to help our team get through certain areas. So, like, Mew and I should be looking for bubbles and shield there to fucking help our squishies walk in. And Tinsy gets picked off because we aren't.
I was shielding myself for a moment because I was scared of dying. Yeah. She was swinging.
I got booped. I fell.
Alright, understanding that they have a Pharah, we probably should have dropped on Mega. That's not something I think we registered in the moment, but definitely should have been the fight we took and kind of force them either to fight us in there or force, like, the Pharah to have really uncomfortable angles to try to get damage into us. Fall back. We're fighting. Mew said she got booped down. I thought she got booped off the map. So I started walking away from the fight rather than just dropping down onto her and helping her. Our Moira gets charged. Zen, our diva, gets demeched. So right here, like this fight is lost. I think we do call to continue fighting just to like farm ults and not stagger ourselves. But yeah, that was just a sloppy engage for first fight.
Fighting or no?
We're fighting.
Oh man.
It's hard to get that top.
Alright, let's switch it up then. Let's switch it up. No more goats.
Yeah. I'm at 82, so.
What do we want?
Dank, let's put you on. Actually, let's just put Zen on McCree. That's it.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Do we go main? Main left?
Same thing? Yeah, let's try left.
Try left. Hide from the Pharah. Get inside.
Yeah.
Speed boost in 3, 2, 1. Left side room. Left side. Go.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That was huge.
Fall back. Don't let him fall. So the indecision there kind of spread our team out. I was already walking by the time you called speed boost.
Yeah.
If I'm not walking there, the Pharah doesn't kind of like get ready to position for that barrage, and by the time she pops it, we're already all inside and can probably punish her.
Yep.
Again, it's on me for not like saying, "Hey, come with me, don't stop walking," but it's also on you guys for just like hesitating.
That was a problem all night. We were letting you go aggressive instead of you being frontline.
Yeah.
Like you said, you were the frontline a lot of the time, and we were getting split because of that. Like you would go in, and then everybody else would process, "Oh, hey, we need to follow Nassif."
Yeah.
And then we would get fucked for it. Like that was a big problem that was happening.
For sure. Farm us. Don't let them farm us. Grab.
I lost my ult. Starting to lag.
I'm sorry, Nassif.
It's alright. So right now we have to bait an Eternal and kill him first. That's our win condition.
Okay.
Try to save Bash for that, Tinzy.
Do we want to try to go top right again to bait him in?
Yeah. Fight in that right room, but don't go all the way top. We'll just stay in that right room on the bottom and try to bait him in. They're gonna have grab, probably.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, speeding in. That was another thing.
Yeah,
It's
same
right
thing
there
as
again.
last time.
Yep.
We don't need to hesitate at the choke. We can walk in while discussing our plan. I think a lot of the time, like, we're scared to even, like, walk in without knowing exactly what we're doing. Where, like, we can trust our game sense to some degree. We know how to stay alive up until we know what we're doing. So, just, like, one thing I want to discuss with Mew in practice tonight is she and I just need to be joined at the hip in whatever we're doing. Until a fight, like, breaks down and we start getting picks and stuff, she and I need to be joined at the hip, fucking right on top of each other at all times.
Oh my god.
Okay, we gotta do something.
No more goats, it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Tinzy, do you want to go?
Never surrender.
And then put Blight on the Torb, maybe?
So here is where I thought you were gonna put Dank Monkey on someone else instead of putting Slate on someone else.
I was, and then I saw 86% to sound barrier.
Yeah.
Like.
So and to my fault, I totally forgot Slight plays Widow. We could have just slapped him on Widow instead of Torb there, and it would have been a whole different game. And then put Blight on the Torb, maybe? I don't hate the attack Torb here.
Alright, let's go.
Or
I'm out.
Yeah, that'll cover our flanks, and we can play slow. We're not speeding in here. We're trying to take a long fight, remember.
Alright.
So, Mew's posturing here rather than up at the choke, which is really weird for me as a tank. Like, while we're discussing this, I can be bubbling myself and her, and walking in with around 75 energy. And cooldowns available.
A lot of the time. I think that's what happened a lot of time is she postured there, you postured at choke, and we all decided to go in. Everybody else was with Mew, and you would be the first one to walk in, and then it was easy to read where we were going.
And part of that may be that she was being punished so hard in our OD games.
Yeah.
So I think she was inclined to play a little further back, just because of that. We can play slow. We're not speeding in here. We're trying to take a long fight. Remember.
All right.
Okay.
Dude's on the window. Be careful. Oh damn.
Like, we're not taking space here. We're
right
totally.
There. She kind of like she let Bubble be just charge instead of giving her an option to take space and move up on the Reinhardt. Because if she runs up swinging on him, then that's gonna force him back a little bit too.
Exactly. So if we in this situation, if Mew's kind of playing right here on the truck, it becomes really clean because they're worried about me coming from the right and Mew's fire strikes and hammer swings coming from the left. They kind of have to vacate this space right here.
Yep.
And that's what makes our push comfortable. But if we're not doing that, if we're not posturing at the proper spots, it becomes incredibly difficult to even walk in, much less pressure them.
Dude's on the window, be careful. Oh damn. Play the wall if we have to. I have beat.
Eternal right now. Doom. Go now, go.
Riddle. Nice. Where him.
Good job, guys.
Lucio.
Where is it? Their Pharah was alive there, right?
When
we got grabbed?
Yeah, that's what came up behind us.
Was she late to the grab? Is that why we didn't all die?
I beat it.
Doom. Oh, we got beat. I didn't even realize that.
I hit beat during that. Right here.
Ah, big dude. Huge.
And then Barrage came in right after. Barrage there.
Riddle.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure you kill. Yeah, Zen manages to kill Foch. Yeah, that was really good. And the fact that we kept you on the Lucio made that play possible. That was really good.
Where him.
And I don't even think we registered or communicated that, but it just worked out.
Lucio.
Where is it?
In the room. Small.
That was a nice job, guys.
I've grabbed a snowball also.
We have.
No, double off is fine. We'll just go hard and quick.
Yes.
3. For this fight, double off was fine, but then I think we ran it 2 or 3 more fights after this.
Yeah, we should have just done it the once.
Yeah, and I didn't express that, but that was kind of what I was thinking is like, let's just boost in, we'll have Discord, we'll just be on top of them before they can deal with us. But yeah, this is not the ideal comp ever. It was just more in the situation it could have worked. Let's see how long it took us to actually switch off of it.
I don't know if we ever did.
Oh, yikes.
I'm pretty sure we didn't.
Wait.
Avoid spam, watch out.
Joker?
Fucking test roommate, dude.
3, 2, 1, speed, go.
Yeah.
Speed.
Eternal, I think. You remember what killed you there, Tinsy? My fucking camera's in the worst fucking spot.
Ana.
I think I got
That's
hit
an Ana?
by a...
Yeah, it's an Ana.
I'm
pretty sure it's a hood.
I think, as you were saying earlier, he was doing a lot of like.
No, sorry, it's Pharah.
Yeah, the Pharah.
Was it? What'd you say earlier? Tunnel visioning, like she doesn't
Tunneling the
shield
walk
and
in.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just like runs straight to the point, no shield, just like so focused on trying to get the point.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there taking all that damage that's running
Like
past
tanks
y'all.
are here on point, but nobody else is with
There's a
them.
little
2 people
tour
that died
running
were
the
back
point.
here with.
Alright, so let's
3,
watch
2,
Mew
1,
walking
speed,
in.
Go.
I bubble her, so that's fine. But then
I think you guys got booped forward by the Pharah. and we got booped back. So it was a
Gotcha.
really good play on
Watch
Monarch's
him.
part.
Watch out.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
it
would
was.
make sense.
Even if, like, even though she did have bubble right there, was it? It's the bubble doesn't like protect us. Like, it's not
Yeah,
as
I
big as
think
the
I
round.
think that's on me too. I shouldn't bubble her on the way in there. I watched about 2 hours of Hard Blue VODs last night, and calling bubbles and saving bubbles for when you actually want to fight is super important. So that's something I'm gonna work on, is just bubble management. And I'll take the blame on this one because me bubbling her does force her to keep shield down essentially, or makes her think she should.
That charge.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is kind of on me.
Go. Right there. Yep. You see that damage indicator that wasn't really like damage the blast indicator?
Yeah, the boop.
That's exactly what happened. We got booped back. You guys got booped forward.
Yep. That was the boop right there. Foch splits us with that and then picks off Tinsy, and our backline disintegrates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the Doom dove in on us as soon as we were all grouped.
Reset.
Oh my god, Xander Mobus does voice Joker. The voice of Joker is the same as the Smash announcer. Joker literally
Test, turn your mic off. Test, turn your mic off.
Oh, sorry.
We might want slide on the Widow here.
Alright, I'm at 82 molten core.
Alright, let's push a fight and then so I did know he played Widow. I don't know why I didn't pick Widow for first point. There. We should have had the Widow instead of the Torb.
I need heals.
Don't just run in. Remember, we win by taking a longer fight.
Hey, let's take high ground right here.
Alright, yeah. Wait a second.
We called that slightly too late, or we could have went.
Yeah.
Right Eternal.
And then. Oh, I tried to bubble out. Yo, did you hear that? My bubble went off.
Yeah, I've had
And he
that
dies to the fucking pyro shot.
Didn't take it though.
It's BS.
That sucks so hard. When that happened, I wanted to bitch about it, but I was like, I can't right now. We gotta fight. But yeah, that was so frustrating.
One.
Oh, I tried to bubble out.
I have molten core.
Again, my use of bubbles isn't ideal here.
If you would have put that more on the point, this would have been a different fight.
Yeah. Yes and no. He did kind of give us a way to walk in.
I don't know. It's just personal opinion because we needed to fight on the point then, and I think it came down just like in the time of we had already taken that space, so it wasn't space that we needed to get. So
yeah, rather than putting it like here, if he puts it behind them,
yep,
it does either force them to take an uncomfortable fight with us, or we just plop onto the point behind them, and again, they're taking an uncomfortable fight. So yeah, that's a good call. He definitely could have utilized that as a better zone tool rather than just shooting it at them for the.
And that's not me like trying to call him out. That's something.
No, you're right.
That's something that if we play a Torb, then we should be able to. We need to be able to realize that, like, hey, we're gonna
we
push
have
them really
this
hard,
zone.
make them uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because that's what we try to do, like all together.
Like when I have him in minefield, I'll be like, play on point. I have the zone. Exactly. Like they can't fight us here. So yep. same deal. We should be calling. Hey, we have molten core. We're gonna molten core the point. Play on point. It'll zone them off. I tried to bubble out, especially since it got buffed.
I have molten core.
Yeah. That's right. It did.
Let's try to go. We gotta lose quick if we're gonna lose.
Huge shatter from behind.
Hey, that's fine. They use ults. They have barrage.
Yeah,
they have beat. They have we need two things on her. And be active in comms about her. Don't just walk in and ignore that she's shooting at us. Let's assess her.
Okay.
I'll step beside you.
Yeah, real quick. For this, attacking this second point, where is a good Widow positioning?
On top of the truck isn't terrible.
Let's assess her.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it is. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Right up. Yeah. So there's the staircase right there, up where the X is. You can actually stand on the railing. You get full sight lines into point, and they can't touch you. So you'll either see them do that, or if they're super aggressive, they go to the middle window up here. Whichever one doesn't have the
pretty
things
sure
coming
you
through
could
it.
also get onto that light post right to the left of the truck. Pretty sure
No,
you
you
can get on top
can
of
you can
that.
grapple off of it. I don't think you can stand on it.
You used to be able to stand on it. I don't know if you still can.
Hmm.
Because I know I've used that a few times. I'll step beside you. Yep.
Okay, I'm here.
He's not peeking.
No. Sir.
She's left side, top left.
Alright, I'm leaving you.
Bubbly, you mean? Alright, next bubbles we go in. Yeah, top right. So again, we need Mew to be more vocal. If she's shielding here, just be like, pocket me, I'm shielding us in. And we get to walk in and claim some space rather than just posturing against a Pharah.
At that point, we're just
Alright, next bubbles we go in. Yeah, top right. Top right. Doom.
You shot at our widow.
Alright, on bubbles we go.
Whenever you need it.
I got a gate.
Widow half, Widow
Moon
half.
needs heals, Moon needs heals. Janker, our main healer.
Sorry, look.
Yeah, so this is 2 fights after that first snowball attempt, and we're still running Lucio and Zen.
Yep.
That explains a lot, especially against Doom Pharah. Like, we're gonna get fucking wrecked. I should have recognized that a lot sooner.
I made it to my
Yeah,
house.
called it.
I do one behind a dude. Behind.
I mean,
We called it that first push, but then
Eternal's out.
I think we kind of ignored it.
at another point, I did call this is not enough healing, but I didn't actually call for like a hard switch.
Yeah.
I thought it was you. That was my bad.
I have grab for next fight. We need a main
Can I
healer
switch
here.
off of Lucio?
Yeah, let's.
There we go.
Honestly, Tinsy, we need you on the Ana and Dank on the Lucio, but you have trance, so just for further notice, let's not go on to double off support if we can help it.
Boy. Yeah, you switched.
Yeah, that
up,
was my fault.
Moira. I didn't know you were doing that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I have grab. But that's why, like, I always try to tell you guys, fucking call me out on whatever you think might be helpful, cause I'm not thinking about our support slots necessarily when I'm trying to engage with me and Mia.
Build a team.
Yeah, so like I can't micro all 6 slots at all times. Any extra information I can get from you guys is super fucking helpful. So
Okay.
feel free to offer up any potential comp switches, and like worst case, it generates some helpful dialogue and like because if you're saying something, it's probably because there's a problem we need to address. Whether it's something the opposing team is doing or something that's not inherently synergistic within our own team. So you mentioning something could be enough for us to like sit back for a second and be like, oh shit, this really doesn't work. Let's go this.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure. Like, I became unsure, and I'm not sure if this is just like my fault for becoming unsure. But when I called, like, hey, there's not enough healing, I tried to use that as an indicator that.
Well, no, that was on me for that first fight when I said Lucio Zen's all right. I should have specified let's try to snowball in with the Lucio Zen and we'll switch up if it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think like a fight later. I guess I should change my call out instead of saying, hey, this is not enough healing, because I said this is not enough healing like the attempt after when you said that fight.
Yeah.
So if
At that
I
point,
should say
it's just
something
more
like.
direct.
At some point, one
hey, I need to
of
switch
you
off.
just says to me, "Hey, I need to go main heals here. We can't keep you guys up."
Yeah. Well, I know you're really adamant on running the Lucio with the Ryan Zarya,
Yeah.
so that's why I wasn't trying to.
No,
off
for
the
sure.
Lucio.
But like, even if we have to swap both slots and reset ults, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. We not being quick to make those swaps was definitely a theme across the entire match, not just this
Yeah.
game. Grab and shatter.
Yeah, not just this map.
Alright, let's try to flush him top right. Zen, play with the team. It's really hard because we're overcompensating to deal with your positioning.
Boy, you went off on him for no
Stay with
reason.
team, stay with team.
We're gonna grab and shatter.
Yeah,
Like, I
grab
think that's
first,
the only time he was out of
and-
position.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I talked to him about that later that night. We gotta hit a nade.
The only one up there.
Yeah, do him too.
Ooh. Hurts.
Alright, I'm pushing Yeah. man, I'm pushing man.
Okay.
Well, at least I made him waste cooldowns on me rather than one of our supports.
Yeah.
Decisive, guys, let's go. Big, we had the chance for the grab.
Eternal behind.
This is on me. I didn't call that I was going for these guys here.
What?
More than no fade, more than no fade. Yeah, I should have been with the team.
Eternal 1.
Pharaoh's on deck, Pharaoh's on deck.
Need heals in the back. Thank you.
We're back now, have my ult. Nice kill.
Big kill.
I'm almost there, I'm almost there. I can charge
And
into
then
Bar down.
I thought you bubbled there. Ryan
Did
Did they get more
Did I have
by
it?
I can
coalescence?
charge
And
into
then
Bar down.
Did they get melted by coalescence?
no,
you
I
did right
bubbled
before.
and then he charged me.
Charge into
Bar down.
But yeah, that fight devolved because after we survived the grav, I went and took a 1v2 and wasted grav over here, where I should have just gone with y'all to point. Or if I was gonna go on those two on the left, I needed to say something, which I didn't.
We all could have rotated, messed them up.
Yeah,
real quick.
exactly.
All crash point.
But yeah,
It happens.
me
why we
leaving
do
the
this.
fight, yeah, and going there, because Moira just fades out of my grav, and I get the Zarya, but at that point I've wasted grav on a Zarya, so
Then you end up dying.
Eternal
Yeah.
behind, Eternal behind.
Turtle behind.
and I
Thought it was
I-
a right click.
have both my bubbles available at this point, so I totally should have been in the fight and not over here.
What?
More than no fade, more than no fade.
But also, to be fair, as the rest of your team, we should notice that you're out of position and call you out on it
Yeah,
instead of
Or
just
just
like
go with you.
leaving.
Alright, I'm here.
Yeah, that as well.
Where is this where are we watching it?
It's in looking for game.
yeah.
Wait, where?
Go into looking for game.
People be hating on the visor.
Dude, I'm just trying to not get my account banned. That's all I'm saying.
No, I feel him. But yeah,
Because
this
I asked
is-
the same exact question too.
Yeah. No, I totally had the same misconceptions.
Visor you can get banned?
No,
If you use,
not for what we're doing.
they have an in-game coaching app that gives you live feedback on stats.
Uh-huh.
So using that is considered cheating and will get you banned, but we're not doing any of that.
We're just VOD reviewing, and this is an easy thing where you can draw and type on the VOD and live stream it to whoever joins the room.
Yeah.
So it's just a really good tool.
Oh, okay.
So how was the wedding?
Good.
Yeah, good.
How's the cruise?
Oh my god, dude. Oh! It was great, honestly.
So
We had a lot of fun. Fucking I wish I didn't have to come back to 10-degree weather.
where you live?
Nebraska.
Ooh, rough.
Yeah. It was like yeah, dude, consistent like 80, 90 degree weather. Oh,
Yeah, that's what
my
I
God.
enjoy year round. It's real
Ugh.
nice.
I bet. It's been real cold.
I mean, I lose my shit if it goes below 75 degrees, so it's good.
Bro,
I live
I
here.
wish it would. I wish I could have that luxury.
What is it where you're at? Dang.
I live in Ohio, so it's like I think it's like 20 here today. So it's not as bad, but it's still not good.
This still
Let me know when you're in, Bean.
Alright, all it has is just like the loading symbol.
Yeah,
So-
once he starts it up, it should fix it.
Alright, let me hear then.
Pharaoh's on deck, Pharaoh's
You see it?
Yep, I see it.
All right, cool.
on deck.
Need heals in the back. Thank you.
We're back now, have my ult. Nice kill.
Big kill.
Wait, where was Ryan there?
I'm almost there, I'm almost there.
Dead.
Charge
And
into
then
Bar down.
Dead.
Wait, where was Ryan?
Ryan's
Dead.
left.
She just
Died
got
away.
back and she went in and staggered herself.
So on that, I feel like on that one, Zarya should have just like, yes, granted she should have got all charge, but at the same time she should have been going backwards.
Hold on, he missed that entire fight.
Oh yeah, so you missed the beginning of the fight. I kind of threw. Yeah. So we get grabbed at the beginning of the fight.
Okay.
Just say what team. We survived the grab. I'm pushing.
Here.
Decisive guys, let's go.
There's the grab. Trans.
And I see a discorded Zarya while we're transing the grab, so I chase her down. And I don't say anything. None of the team comes with me. And then I solo grab her essentially.
What?
Okay.
Meanwhile,
You're dead right there.
Yeah. Mew dies, so our team doesn't have a main tank in a 2CP game.
So on that one, I feel like she had Zarya was getting a lot of healing done by Mora because Mora was just healing her, and then you couldn't Mora down with just the Discord.
Yep.
So I feel on that one you should have just disengaged and just go back with the team.
100%. Yeah, I threw that fight 100%. By chasing them and not saying anything, because like I can chase them there if other people come with me, but they were still grabbed by the time I started chasing, so like it was just a bad play. I shouldn't have gone after them. Definitely shouldn't have grabbed them. More no fade.
Eternal one.
Yeah, I would have just restarted.
Yeah, and I had my bubbles there too, so when Mew charges in after the grab, instead of dying, she gets bubbled and lives. And we have point presence. So yeah, that's a big mess up on my part.
Kills in the back. Take it.
I would have said so. I feel like someone should have said. Like reset or soft reset.
Oh, there's 7 seconds on the clock right now. Yeah. That's why we had to just go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just yeah. I definitely threw that away for us. That was unfortunate.
It's alright. I'm
Tunnel
gonna go.
vision is a harsh one.
I'm going to be watching this. I'm just going to mute myself so I can eat.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
I did not feel greatly empowered that game.
Sorry, team.
Yeah, we got this.
I wish I would have been running Lucio
because they're gonna run the Pharah offensively for sure.
Specifically this.
So I think we need to, as a team, kind of play back. Because half the time
not here.
Then,
oh
we're not
boy.
doing much up here.
God.
What?
I have no idea what we're doing over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had no idea what we were doing over here. We got half our team on the opposite high ground. Well, about to be half our team on the opposite high ground, and then your 2 tanks plus your Torb on this high ground.
What was the call exactly? Because I will admit that I was kind of zoned out.
The call was to play the high ground around point with Torb and McCree, and tanks would drop as necessary. We just didn't call which high ground, and kind of just didn't
we ended up
say
all
anything.
grouping up.
Good point, almost. Don't get booped though.
We probably should have played the high ground that our tank that Ryan's on right now, so we could have that whole hallway to focus fire onto them.
Well,
I definitely should have.
The reason I don't think we should have played there is a good Pharah boop just kills half our team.
I mean, it's there on the other side too, though.
Not as severely, because the other side kind of has that area coming out.
A little.
So yeah, if you drop down here, you're still alive.
Yeah, you're right.
So
plus you got that catwalk. So yeah.
And you have the inside to fall back to if there's a Pharah. So our supports could ideally just sit inside. And the rest of the team just sits on the high ground and contest. Our Torb turret's over here. So the beginning of this fight is without our Torb turret.
Yeah, because it just they roll straight through there.
Hanzo coming top. I headshot him. He's low. Hanzo coming top left.
She's swinging.
We're not doing much up here. I'm slinging. They're pushing up to us.
Yep.
Here's where I wish I was playing Lucio.
They have the better play. They have to take a fight here. Genji won.
The one time all night.
Genji dead.
So I regretted it the moment I said it. I said we have to take a fight, and Mew took that as let me hard commit.
Yep.
I would have taken it as drop the point.
take a fight just means don't give him any more space for free. So Mew should still be kind of where I'm standing.
Yep.
Because you got Psychon over here ready to boop her the fuck off, and I think that's what happens.
Yeah.
Careful,
Lucio, Discord.
So even if she doesn't get booped, she's half health, and they got 5 team members just looking at her, and nobody else. So that's unfortunate as hell.
Kenji dead?
I got booped up.
Do we win this fight?
Go
to
the
right.
No, we lost it immediately.
Discord.
I'm dropping point.
73.
Yeah, they just had the better. Let me see what they were running.
Everyone's dead.
Genji, Hanzo, Moira, Lucio, Ryan, Zarya. So yeah, they just walk in, do way more damage onto us than we can kind of counter dive with McCree and Torb. I don't even know.
I don't think you guys should have had the Torb in the first place.
Yeah. Chris's hero pool is kind of limited, so it was either
Torb, Junkrat, or Widow.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Ramsey should have gone Widow, Zen should have gone Pharah.
Yeah, I like that. And then we put either Dank or Tinsy on Mercy and have the other on Ana.
Yes, or yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good call here. Widow Pharah is just so annoying to push in against too.
Because I mean, like, because they have the Widow has the sight line, so they either have to commit to her, and then Pharah can just rain from above.
Yeah, exactly. So right here, where we're posturing here, but we have only McCree and Torb that can really threaten them up here, and not even that much. If we have Widow and Pharah, they're actually, like, look what happened to us against a Pharah when we walked in up here. Tinsy gets picked off right here. So, like, you put in that dangerous damage that they have to respect versus McCree and Torb, they can kind of just walk past. Slinging. They're pushing up to us. So yeah, our turret is now here, which they still walk on top of. I think the entire time it should be around there.
Or it could be on that center building and poke at them the entire way.
Can I get control real quick?
Yeah.
So I feel like they could have put one like right here, or like right over here.
Yep.
Like after they
rocks.
Yeah, like after like
the thing is, if we're running,
after they like rotated, like if they were rotating this way, Torb could have thrown a turret right over here, on like right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The only thing is, if you have the turret behind the tanks and the team, it's less likely to get focused down. I'm not a fan of floating turrets per se. I kind of like just like the extra damage from behind the shield.
It's like another person with aimbot.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, you can take control again.
Alright. So we lose that fight. And
7-minute hold, let's go.
Yikes.
7 minutes.
So that's not what we should be focused on here.
Nope.
What else do they have? Where do we want to play? Who do they have? Who dies first? Like, any of those things we should be talking about instead of the 7-minute fight ahead of us.
Genji's coming behind, be careful.
There's Zarya's high charge, we're gonna have grab soon.
Genji behind. Hanzo top left.
Pause it real quick. So on that situation, you called out Zarya was high priority. I mean, Zarya was high charge. I feel like you guys should have just focused down the Zarya because of how much energy or high energy she was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So, like if she noticed,
safe to her credit, she was playing with her team and with her healers, so we couldn't hard commit onto her with the Reinhardt in the way.
And then that's where the like either the McCree or even the Pharah could come up from the sky because they had nothing to counter her. You know what I mean?
For sure. And
so, or making that call like after you guys died, be like, okay, they don't have like a decent hit scan. Like, yeah, like Hanzo can somewhat contest Pharah, but their aim has to be really fucking good, you know, and they have to like predict where she's going.
For sure, yeah.
So if that call was made sooner, maybe the fight would have gone differently.
No doubt. Or even if it's not a Pharah, if it's any sort of surprise, scary DPS, a Widow, a Bastion, like some sort of shit just to scare them off and keep them honest.
Or even a Junkrat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally gone with the Bastion because once he gets into turret mode, he's stuck there.
Oh no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Bastion's more of a surprise thing. But yeah, the Junkrat here would have been really good. Would have kept the Reinhardt at bay. Would have put the pressure on their tanks that the Hanzo was putting on us. We didn't really have that with Torb McCree. So.
Yeah, what up? Snow.
So that's just my input. I know I wasn't there, so.
No, I'm trying to. It's great input.
Run one.
Okay.
I'm low.
Would have been a lot cooler if you were, though.
So what goes wrong after?
Onto the top left.
The Zarya
Right?
weapon?
You get picked pretty early, right?
Yeah, I got shattered right here.
So that's because the Genji was in our back line fighting your healers. So we were trying to focus on the Genji.
Was that called?
It was.
Yeah.
Behind, be careful.
There's
They
also
called
outside,
it.
they're gonna have grab soon.
Genji behind.
Alright,
Onto the top left.
so Genji behind.
You said that twice.
Called it. Yeah, I called it right
Yeah.
before that.
You said it twice.
He said it multiple times. He called it.
This is just poor positioning on my part. Rather than being here, I should be like here. Or back on the even further back left corner. But yeah, floating in space like this is never good. I'm trying to.
Run one.
Right there.
Mew
Maybe pick by the
pins. Did the Genji kill Zen?
Yep.
No, the Hanzo headshot him with a storm.
No, I thought you meant Zenyatta, not Zentoxin.
Oh.
One.
So yeah, our McCree gets headshot. I died a poor positioning and a shatter.
I'm low.
You get picked by the Genji.
It's like it's killed by a bullet because your face cam's in the way.
Yeah.
Run one. I'm low.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
There's
at that point it was one
Hanzo behind.
by them.
Wait.
Yeah, they only needed one tick. There wasn't anything we could do at that point. So yeah, I think Bean raises a very good point there. Is just switching to something to counter them.
Yep.
We didn't make that call at all. We were just like, let's play our own game, and that kind of bit us in the ass. And then I think that might be a theme. I don't think we made very many counters throughout the day. We were stuck on like, oh, these are the heroes we have to play with.
There was a point in time where I think I kind of noticed it, but I'm like,
I think
Slight
we're
can't
on
do that.
resources
Slight
on-
can't play that.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
not even bringing it up, and that was a big problem. with me
Yeah,
not bringing
and
it up.
that'll happen, Alright, but
next.
we'll have the freedom to make subs and changes as we see fit on each map. So
I'm gonna
They-
go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
yeah.
And this is where I tilt off my ass and just go sit in another channel.
Oh yeah, ha. Smiley face. So we got Niwu in. We get. That was only sub. Yeah, we got Niwu in for you.
I had no problem with it, but what was the thought process behind that?
Just having a dedicated DPS player for.
Okay, so
anything we
you're
needed for.
expecting just Dank to continue playing the healer role?
Yeah, the off healer, because
Alright.
Dank being vocal in that off healer role is something I value a bunch.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
Dank, I was just saying I subbed out Tinsy over you here, just because you in the off healer role, you're a lot more vocal.
Okay.
So that was the thought process behind subbing out Tinsy and keeping you in.
Okay.
Especially since we were going to be running Dotes or at least Lucio on a lot of these maps. With more Lucio? Yeah. This isn't something we tested. Remember, but I think it was a good idea. While we're poking, or the execution just wasn't there. Karaoke, okay. They have Genji Doom.
Are we running?
I
on? What are
almost,
we doing?
I almost got fucked here.
I'm getting out.
Got stuck on the lip of that wall.
Yeah.
And Doom Fist saves your life.
Slamming.
Tank personnel.
More.
Mara.
One.
I'm on the Mara. Mara can die. Mara's low.
Doom low.
Character's so frustrating sometimes, and
I gotta come back.
Like-
I'm on health.
the kind of shit you have to pull off to do basic things.
Zen,
So yeah, we lose that first fight. I think
I gotta come back.
I think they just peeled better than we were able to dive. And me getting stuck there at the beginning definitely didn't help. We didn't really create time or space for Niwa. Reset. I'm close to minefield here.
Yeah, they're diving.
You wanna go Farah or Brigitte?
Far might be good against them.
Forgot we did win this map.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we did. Call for it or drop for heals, or say dropping for heals. Calling my slam. We ready?
Yeah.
Almost there. Okay, I'm
Three.
ready now.
Oh, never mind. I fucked up.
Fucking.
It's so frustrating. One.
Speed.
I'm on the diva.
Back up. Kite. They use both supports. Just back up. Stay alive. Don't so we traded two ults and.
So why did Monkey ult?
Think? I don't think he had it yet.
No, our Monkey was already ulting. You could see him.
Oh yeah. I think Mew had to do so to stay alive. Kite. One.
Speed.
I'm on the diva.
Back up. I think she heard Mora press Q and she pressed Q, honestly. I don't really see the thought process behind it. And also Mew's just not familiar with Winston and doesn't really know when to ult. So that could have just been like the unfamiliarity with the character coming through.
Okay.
We did use Coalescence when they used Coalescence as well, which isn't bad. We traded a tank ult and a support ult for two support ults. I think their Lucio ulted because he heard Slight popping the Coalescence, so that was good. Kite. They use both supports, just back up.
I don't think he hit anyone.
What happened?
I don't think he hit anyone with that beat drop. He was up top.
Hold on. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Back up. Kite. They use both supports. I don't know how beat range works, honestly. So. Supports, just back up. Stay alive.
I should, but I don't. I see the number 5 in my little circle when I hit it.
Mine's on point, 5 points.
Big. It's big.
I'm on the diva.
Winston one.
Diva's on the mech. I'm low on health right now.
Winston's still low.
I got you. You're good. Go.
I'm on the diva's down.
Nice.
Good shit there, Nassif.
And just one time for Eternal real quick.
I got his ass.
I'm immediately out.
So, I know it's a one fight, but what did we won because I think of ult economy and just great callouts in the mid fight. Because as soon as we got that advantage, we finished them off super fast.
Go.
I'm on the diva's down.
We called the Winston low, you guys finished the D.Va, and then we forced Eternal and Lucio out and managed to get the pick on Eternal. So yeah, that was really clean. Just a good dive.
Nice.
Alright, one thing I want to highlight here is we already got Niwu and Zen staging for the next dive up top, which is fucking amazing. Like, them being up there is so much pressure for the opposing team just by existing. So the fact that we win the fight and they're immediately using those cooldowns to get up there, that's exactly what staging is. Like that's a prime example of it.
As the Lucio, where should I be staging?
Hey, Dink. On that initiation when Nassif was going in for the Genji, did you use speed?
I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Because I was gonna say like you were following up there with Mew and Dank, and that's something like right there. You booped him off, and then everybody was following you.
Yeah, I think
I
I
may
may have been a speed boosted.
If you did speed boost, dude, that's fucking awesome. Like that's
what I try to do. I try to save amp for bodies. So like either to save somebody's life or take somebody's life. Where that's like
a
the
good
only
way to
time.
think about it.
That's the only time I'll use my amp is if like it's gonna save somebody's life, or if we're chasing, then I'll speed boost amp, or to go into initiate a fight.
So I just wanted to point out that was a really if you did use speed, dude, that was awesome.
If I didn't, I probably wanted to, but probably didn't have it off cooldown. So
and that's fine. And that's fine.
Oh, yeah,
I just
yeah,
wanted
that's
to point out that
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. You're using speed, so yeah, good fucking play on your part, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And that's that's why I pointed out earlier. I do like having Danko on off support because he will call those things. He will follow on call outs a lot. So
Got his ass. I got his ass.
so without Tinsy Bean, we might be freed up to put you on Ana more and have Dank play the off support.
I was always capable of playing off support.
No, I know. You're not as vocal. So
Yeah, we can always work on that. That's the thing.
Tinsy! I love
you just
you.
never gave me much of a chance.
I love you.
I'm sorry.
We love you. We love you, dude.
We miss
I mean,
you.
it worked though, so.
Yeah. But like, there's always a different thought process when it comes to in game and scrim versus in practice. So like.
Yeah, like we
That's
practice
something-
like garbage. Play pretty well in scrims.
Well, usually when we're practicing, we're working on things we're shit at. So that's
No,
why we
you're right.
practice like garbage. But that's kind of what we got to do. Like, I kind of want to like after watching this, I kind of want to do a practice where it's just Mew calling things for like a good half hour or something. Just like let her talk and we talk as minimally as possible and let her get super comfortable at that. Like beginning of fight, mid fight, and late fight.
I like that idea.
Preferably.
What happened, Dick?
I said I would like to see that on Winston, preferably.
Yeah, for sure.
Let her call dive targets. Let her.
Yeah, that could be something we could fit in tonight. But yeah, just because like there's certain things that in a practice, it's a lot more comfortable pointing out shortcomings during a practice than in the middle of a scrim.
No, 100%.
As well as like Tinsy, I'm not gonna be like Tinsy. You have to be more vocal as an off support in the middle of a scrim. It's something we're gonna address in practice. So that's just like the thought process behind that.
But I enjoyed my role playing main sport either way.
Alright, stage.
It was an
Go
issue.
on, get wherever you're comfortable diving from. Get wherever you're gonna play from.
Okay, I don't know if you answered this question, so I'm gonna ask it again. Where should I stage?
Oh, right. What are we running here? Moira,
Winston,
Lucio.
Farah.
You could go up to your Diva and Farah on the high ground.
Okay.
Or you just stay with your Moira for peel purposes and kind of be vocal about, hey, you guys are all dive characters and we're Lucio and Moira, you guys need to play around us. Because that is something I'm noticing is we're not running a Mercy, we're running a Moira. Or we're not running an Ana, so like, if it's a character that can heal from range, that's fine, but if it's a Moira burning her fade or just like not there to keep up with the dive, it gets a little tricky.
Okay.
So this is a comp we can run, it's just a playstyle change we have to take into consideration.
I think you mentioned at one point that we usually run the Ana instead of the Moira.
Yeah.
So.
Which enables a whole lot of stuff. Especially like diving on anti-nades is insane. Get wherever you're comfortable diving from. So I probably should have been more specific here. I should have been like Mew, go up to Zen, and I'm gonna like hide on the side. Get wherever you're gonna play from.
Again?
Alright, let's coalesce aggressively as soon as we engage.
Yeah, 'cause
They
she's
flush
down
our
there
high
on the
ground,
ground.
watch new. We let the Winston flush us way too quickly there. Zen and Niwu kind of just like instantly kited as soon as he dove in. What were you saying, Dick?
Yeah, like I think if Mew's up there to battle that Winston, it's a 3v1. He probably dies. So
Yeah,
like, that would
for
be
sure.
huge.
So yeah, Mew's kind of just sitting right here by the point where we should have 3 bodies up here. And that'll make you and Moira free to be like, drop for heals, we'll come to you. And I'm over here being a hamster. Needs heals. Back up, back up.
Big bomb.
Yikes.
I don't know what
Slamming
happened
through.
there.
Lucio things,
2,
probably.
1, Moira.
I was like down inside that little cutout on the point,
Yikes.
and I died. Like, I don't know if my ping spiked or what,
Flush shot.
but
Flush shot high ground. Watch, new one needs heals. I think it dropped like that. Back up, back up.
Big bomb.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it dropped like right onto the sight line, which is unfortunate. So we're playing with solo, Moira heals right now.
Moira.
Yep. Coming.
Moira on point, Moira on point.
I'm on her, I'm on monkey. He's low.
Genji one. Genji one by mini.
Genji's still on.
Give this one.
Nice kill.
Coming back now.
That was at 40 HP.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Lucio's low.
Got Lucio.
Nice.
Diva Steve carried.
Let's go, dude.
They'll pop off. Well, no, I just finished off low health targets.
Good Steve.
Good call outs, guys. I have minefield here.
I'm not able to do any of that without, I think it's Zen and Slight and you making the callouts. Oh no, you got back at the end there, right?
I think so.
Give this one.
Yeah, Angie.
Coming back now.
So I think Light calls the Genji first,
Give this one.
Nice kill.
and then Zen calls the Doomfist,
Got Doom.
Nice.
Lucio's low.
Got Lucio.
and Zen makes the Lucio call. So yeah, that was good shot calling there by Zen.
Got Lucio.
Nice. Oh, good.
Let's go, dude.
As much as I love it, the nices can be saved for after the fight. It does kind of clutter the comms.
Yeah.
I do it myself, so it's just something we can work on as a whole. It's just like, rather than saying nice kill, we can be like next target or Zarya dead and I'll get the Ryan type shit. So there's better.
Notice. Here, can you play for like another 5 more seconds?
Good Steve.
Okay, on that point, I see everyone's clustered around the point. At that point, someone needs to call reset.
Yeah.
So
Stage again.
stage again, and then have Monkey, Widow, and Fire up there waiting for them. Because right now they're down 3 players, so they're
Yeah.
going to reset, and they don't want to take any poke damage, so they're going to reset all the way to spawn. That's the perfect time right there to just go and take reposition, get everything back.
Yep.
You know,
Right now I think we're still getting healed up, so let's see what we do.
Good call outs, guys. I have minefield here.
Actual talk. I have beat.
I'm gonna mine aggressively.
Alright,
Wait.
so Zen goes up.
when did we get to McCree?
New went McCree, he switched off Widow after the first fight.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he said he wasn't getting value on Widow. I guess
Okay.
the fights were happening too fast.
Go
think the
now.
Oh, okay.
Yes!
We force an engage there before they're ready. Did Mew ult here?
Nice shot.
Right into it.
Keep going.
Yeah, Mew's ulting to try to push him into the bombs. It's not the worst play.
Diva.
I'm trying to push him in. Please get up.
Back. Yeah, back up. Zen and I will deal with Farah. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Oh, we also have Nuwa.
Get aggressive. We can get aggressive here.
Slamming.
Yep, hold him back.
Genji coming on outside.
Watch the shadow.
The best slam and swing ever.
Right side, but he's backing up.
Genji 1 point.
Moira.
Lucio one.
We're one.
Moira. Nice.
Genji still low. Back up.
Sound barrier.
Coming.
On right.
Ryan low.
I have almost no health right now.
Mining point in 3.
Sorry, yeah.
Genji one.
Behind you.
Mine's on point. They're dead.
Nice, dude.
Lucio. He's down.
More coming, man. Nice, guys.
I love that call.
Great
And you're just
call.
like, yeah, they're dead. My favorite thing.
It's because if they're suspended above the mines, I know. Like, they ain't doing shit. You can have bubbles, I'm gonna still kill you because you're in the middle of that shit. Comms, great comms. So yeah, we can see pretty blatantly why this worked. Zen staging up top. Great comms throughout. And forcing fights where they were uncomfortable fighting was definitely good too. And that's where Dive kind of thrives, is we discussed the kill box, where like you want to fight in a certain area that's comfortable to you. So if you take the fight before this where I mined us in, where is it? I think I went too far. Yeah, right here. Go now. So they're just getting ready to walk in, and suddenly they have our whole team on their heads.
Yes!
Right into it.
Keep going, Diva.
Diva just kidding.
I'm trying to push him in. Push it up.
Back. Yeah, back up. 800 health hamster in your spawn, no big deal.
Nothing.
So yeah, that was really good. That was a great round. Do we stay on it here?
I think so.
We gotta go on my slam. They're going left side. 3, 2, 1, slamming.
Speed.
I'm pinned.
I'm helping.
Zarya 1. Oh fuck, I'm out. Did you just get stunned there, Dank?
I came into, I don't know exactly what happened. I came in to boop them away from you so you didn't die.
Yeah. And then Eternal kinda caught you, I think.
I'm helping. I got melted as soon as I came to help.
Yeah, I don't know. As a Hammond, I shouldn't ask for help there, I feel like. I said I was pinned.
You're also at 450 health, so I should.
Yeah, I should have just.
I'm pinned. Help that.
So no. My call there should be coming back for heals. It should not be unpinned, because I kind of prompt you to come in and help, and that gets you killed. So, if I'm not in immediate danger, I shouldn't be asking for help. That's something I should think about.
Gotcha. I'm helping.
Zarya 1. Oh fuck, I'm out. I'm out. Fucking bridge stun.
I'm on the Diva.
Now it only does 5 damage instead of 50.
I can't make it.
Yikes. Yeah, we gotta mirror the goats.
So am I going Ryan for this?
Yeah. And Niwa, if you could go Brig.
Careful, Niwa.
They're gonna be playing scared as fuck, and then they're gonna realize, oh shit, they got a Brig now. Yeah, they hear the walls, they're like, oh fuck.
Wait for Brig. 3, 2, 1, speed.
I don't have bubbles here, I should have called go in 5.
Break off.
Bubble you.
Run low.
Run dead.
Nice.
You went the fuck in.
Break it off.
Yeah.
Break down.
Diva.
Yeah, look at all this. Watch out. Pixelation.
Whole lot of not sure who the fuck to shoot.
No bubble.
Diva 1.
Diva's out of back.
Sorry, low.
That's a lot of charge.
More.
Testing.
Nice. We're really good on control points with our comms, because we kind of thrive in the chaos.
Yeah.
When things go crazy, we just talk a lot. Nice, guys.
That's why we do so well in overtime.
They'll have grab here, so we gotta try to farm beat. Let them poke you and let Dank heal.
That's why my first scrim, every single match went to overtime and fucking came back.
They don't have their bomb, so yeah.
You wanna try and just shove into their face, and I'll try and.
Yeah, go.
Run.
There's Shatter.
I got
You're good. You're good. Huge.
Hey, Nasif on that part. Hey, Nasif, go back. Go back to the point where Mew slammed. Sorry, I should have been more specific.
Run.
There's Shatter.
Are you talking about the Lucio next to my feet that I missed?
You're good.
Yep, the one that you went. Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. There's a dead Lucio there that I totally disregard. Yeah. I didn't know that was there. No.
Okay. As long as you caught it. Okay. As long as you caught that.
Blame it on the 60 hertz.
I got
You're good.
I may kill him here.
You're good. Huge.
I'm
Big.
I can die.
We bomb him, we kill Ryan. Our goats is really good.
Yeah.
Mew's aggression is definitely suited to goats.
Oh, this is
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, for sure.
I got another cola.
What else does Mew play like that isn't
Yeah,
tank?
play
It's
this
right-
obelisk right here. Reaper and Junkrat. I almost have grab here. They didn't
Does
grab,
she
so they
support
have
at
it
all?
all.
Yep,
I don't believe so.
No. I don't believe her
Run low.
Reaper Junkrat's too consistent either.
Huge.
Hit that shit. Nice.
I'm on the D.Va. D.Va's on the max.
Speed boosting for kills.
That's exactly
Yes,
what fucking
push it.
happens
We should
too.
out. We should out now.
Yeah, let's beat on
yes.
Let's go. Come on.
That was gorgeous. Our communication and coordination to follow up on those stagger
I
kills.
definitely have grab now. They have a
Yeah.
D.Va.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got
They got
Fire.
now.
Play them out.
Okay. Play map.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna try it now.
I'm gonna shut it out.
They're turning us
I'm gonna
down.
shatter now.
I'm gonna die.
It's a good call though. It makes me stop backing up.
Watch out.
Run.
I think
Run.
I'll shatter now.
I need help.
Lucio
Help on point.
On you.
Let's go
I'm
full.
coming back now.
Okay, so let me just point this out real quick. You call you need help. You aren't in immediate danger, but you're still making the call that you need help. And I see a Moira beam, a Moira right click to your right instead of you getting healed.
Yep, I noticed that too.
On the Lucio. Yeah, and this is a preemptive call on my part. I see the Ryan and Lucio speeding into me. So I'm like, I need to not die here. Help me out.
Before I die, rather than as I'm dying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get that.
Lucio
Help on point.
On you.
And then I say help on point for focus and not for heals, because I'm pretty much healed up at this point, and they're not focusing me, but we do need to start like helping each other kill things on point rather than fighting up here. So that was the second.
I feel like a better call there would be kill on point rather than.
Yeah. Or fight on point rather.
Yeah,
would probably
fight
be
on
the best
point,
call.
I was gonna say, either one.
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
Coming.
That bubble.
He shattered my bubble. Smile.
Lucio's down.
That was just a 500 IQ.
Run.
Yep.
Right there. I don't know where Sarah is.
I got her.
Okay. Yep. Nice guys.
Good shit.
If that.
Yay.
Goats and goats for the win.
Just go goats forehead.
Get back.
You see your chair moved? Spooky.
My chair.
It moved.
Is it because of the kitten that's sitting right there?
Spooky chair.
If that's okay with you guys.
Oh man, my horrible Widowmaker
I know you have a
skills.
lot of ping right.
Yeah, it's likely.
What happened here that we put you on the widow? I was really confused.
I figured you were just sick of it.
Me?
I was in watch party chat at this point.
Let me see. Yeah, I saw
Something.
slight and test on support. Debated.
Did you catch that?
Let's see.
No, never mind. Forget it.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm playing Bastion.
Yeah. Bastion, Doom, we're doing all DPS.
Hanzo.
So that's why. Alright. Now that they saw that. Debated.
Tricked, yeah.
Do you guys want me on off tank or support?
Off tank or
Either
support?
gonna run a defensive fire.
Wait.
Yeah, there is a likelihood.
It's probably
that
because he
so-
subbed you out.
Subbed what?
So you subbed Dank out. So we
yeah,
have-
so Tess was in for Dank, so it was basically Niwu and me, Niwu, Zen, and Slight had to rotate on DPS, and I'm pretty sure it just slipped my mind that Slight could have played Widow here, because I would have given it to him. As you'll see, I didn't hit too many shots. But yeah, I think my thinking was like Zen's not comfortable on the Widow. We need a Widow because they're definitely playing a defensive Pharah. So.
Because it happened all day.
And Botch did respect the fuck out of my Widow, even if I wasn't hitting shots because of the last time we played. So that helped too, because he played kind of more reserved. We'll put Slight and Test on support.
Right.
Ryan and Zarya a little better.
So are we gonna run Bastion more now?
New having
Bastion?
to see
He got buffed.
No.
No.
No. Just play the map, try to not let her see you. Just play the map. So, when I say play the map, I mean hug this wall. So the Pharah has to, like, open this angle out here. He has to come all the way out here just to see you guys. Or at least, like, out to here. Play the map, try to not let her see you.
Trying to not let her see you, as we all stand on the right side.
We all stare at her.
Doomfist sneaking.
Left side, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, he fell back.
He's coming in now.
He's still there.
Doomfist is just chilling in the tunnel.
I purple, I got a
Help above, thank you.
In the back.
The Ryan's also low.
Yeah, if I hit that shot,
Yeah, you mean?
we probably would not fight, but then Eternal gets me.
Oh, what?
We trade 2 for 1, and we start backing out. I think. Got 2. Who was Slight on? Probably Moira. 2. Watch out. 4v5.
I think.
And then we lose Mew, so yeah, we have to back out.
I've grabbed.
I might need help on the Pharah. She's playing sidelines pretty well.
I've grabbed here. We can make sure they have.
Good grab? Damn, let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, Nilu farmed that shit super fast.
Go.
Although he kinda yoinked it a little too early.
Yeah. He was nowhere close. Nice.
Far down.
I'm backing up.
Doomfist is half.
I was so sad I missed that shot.
Zarya 1 still.
I got pushed
Zarya 1
off.
still, how many?
Nope.
So, it's kind of weird seeing this, because we can't really see what's going on the ground since I'm like tunnel visioned up top.
Yeah.
But my guess is Eternal's just pressuring the backline for free, where I should probably, after I get the Pharah, I should register like, hey, there's still a Doomfist, and just play super back until I pick him off.
You know what you could have done as Widow 2?
Flanked?
Yeah, you could have gone
Yeah.
through that tunnel.
I thought about that. Up by the little wooden platforms over
Yeah,
yonder.
'cause they weren't contesting where you have right now at all.
Yeah.
So like the opening.
Back up.
That's
Take
all.
on that. Yeah, and then Eternal
Zarya
got
got
healed up there. Let's not chase targets if they do get healed up. Just play posture up. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the fire on our way in. Oh, never mind. They might have grab here.
They got shattered for sure.
No Ana.
Oh no, I got back for a second.
Glad you found that.
You're good.
I got their Ana. Go.
Go, we have 2 down,
Yeah, I think we win this just because they don't have the heals, and
She's hiding for
we
garage.
took out Eternal, so
no,
there's
she's in the
no.
back, never mind.
We forced trance out.
So I made a bad call, but then I kind of fixed it. I hadn't seen the fire up till this point because she was hiding from my sightlines, so I assumed she was hiding for barrage in the tunnel back there. but then I cleaned it up. But also, if I don't say that at all, and she is hiding there, we could get you.
Yeah.
Watch shatter, watch shatter.
And now she does actually.
Oh. Sorry, it's dead.
Die, run.
Oh, one above you.
Nice.
SMG.
Move up.
Awesome.
Grab again.
Dude.
One on card, everybody else push.
Hog, come back for heals.
Did Niwu call the Doom on him there?
No.
Everybody else push.
Grab again.
One on card, everybody else push.
Hog, come back.
I did hear Zen call it there, but I was talking over him.
Meteor strike.
He's retreating. They're gonna try to touch here. 3 on card right now.
He's down.
Nice.
Do this.
This is alone.
Don't watch.
I'm dead.
Big grab.
Don't watch. I potatoed so hard.
Give me a fall back.
Zen one.
They're down two.
Looks like he's just
Despite the lack of contribution from Masif here.
Yeah,
So on that part,
fat potato.
on that part, the only person who was Aura. No one called it out.
Wait, what
And
happened?
he didn't know. On the cart right there, it's a 4v1. Ana, Zen, Zarya, and Ryan. There's no one around. Aura's the only one there.
Yeah.
Well, as they're walking out, yeah.
Like, so Zarya dies.
Give me a fall
Okay,
back.
so
This is alone.
just play it a little bit right here. Just play it from right here.
He's down.
Nice.
Do this.
This is alone.
Okay, so now right here, it's a what? A 5v4?
4v5 in their favor.
Yeah. Okay, play it a little bit
Basically,
more.
a 3v5 because I'm not hitting shots.
I'm dead.
Big grab. Unslept. More slept behind cart.
And we grabbed there, and I don't know if I was just like I need to get the supports, but I could have got some free shots into that grab and probably snapped out of the potato.
Behind cart.
Sorry.
Yikes.
Give me a fall back.
So right there, Zarya's dead. And then keep playing. And then Mora's still fighting.
Zen one. Oh yeah.
That point, Mora,
Fades out there and gets out for free.
she should have faded out or at least go into where the Mega under the gas station and retreated. But instead, I think in his defense, he got the Doomfist.
But with 45 seconds left, if you're not retreating or immediately dying, that is a big
a huge stagger.
problem.
Yeah.
They're down two.
So it's right there, 4v1, and she uses fade.
Yeah, fades in.
And they're just gonna let
And he does say like I'm kind of in already. I just have to go, but he did commit to that. Alright, I can't get an angle. Fuck. Let's switch to junk. Do I go fire here? No, I don't have time.
Alright, wait up.
Okay.
I need healing.
Coming in.
Get the payload moving.
Doom on me back.
He's stunned. He's low. He's dead.
Oh, what? I got pushed up in the air. Oh, I took.
We got a touch.
Touch.
Off and rally.
Going.
Go.
Nice kill.
I actually hit a shot.
Oh, sorry on point. Sorry, down.
Let's go.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Your scoped accuracy, 25%.
No one.
Good job.
3 scope critical hits.
Did we survive? How did we survive the grab here? Was that our fault or their fault?
No follow up.
He's stunned. He's low. He's dead.
Doom on me back. Oh yeah, so I grab, and while the Doom can slam and uppercut the grab, he goes for me, and I get armor packed from test. So Eternal kind of misplays there.
Stunned, he's low, he's dead.
Oh what? I got pushed.
Just, he's stunned, he's low, he's dead.
Got a touch.
Touch.
Popping rally.
Going.
Who's
Go,
slipped?
go, go. Who's what?
Who was slipped right under your feet?
It was Hog.
Somebody said.
It was Hog.
Yeah, it's Zen.
Popping rally.
Going.
No, he's just taking a nap. He's tired.
So yeah, over it.
Zarya?
Ana. Oh, sorry on point. Sorry, Dad.
Let's go.
Good job, guys.
I noticed that you used sightlines right away.
Infrasight?
Yeah. Like right when you got it.
Yeah.
No one can hide from my
I mean, here it's not a bad call.
Well,
Junk right now.
Well, I feel.
I think my logic was they still had the Doomfist, and I didn't want to get jumped on by him.
Break.
Oh, okay.
Back left junk, watch out. Also, if it is in between fights, you do kind of just get to like pick out their pathing for free. Need heals up top, please? And know exactly where the fight's gonna happen. So I do like using it for that. The only time I'll save it otherwise is in the 1v1. So like if I need it to beat another Widow who has sights as well, I'll pop it like 5 seconds after she uses hers, and then play cat and mouse. Shoot it.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, watch the junk. I think he's trying to flank.
They're coming.
Oh, Ryan.
They're all in this room.
Ryan is kind of. Oh, never mind.
Junk's on. Straight ahead. Junk one straight ahead. I cry every time. Oh, never mind.
Well, you could have used SMG.
4v5. I know.
I know.
I wasn't ready to play Widow.
I'm sorry.
I really wasn't.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry
cool.
I called that out.
It's cool.
Oh, never mind.
Junk's on. And I started SMGing after I missed those 2 shots, and I'm pretty sure I was just like, fuck, I should have been doing this. Straight ahead, Junk, one straight ahead. Oh, never mind. You got tranced. 4v5. Get a kill right. 4v4, you win this.
Save.
3v4. Let's see what's happening here. Mew is swinging on cart while the other 3 living members are punishing the Doom. Right here she needs to be shield hopping back to you guys and getting ready to re-engage.
But also, they 3 need to tell her she's up by herself.
Yeah, no doubt. That's probably slight in this scenario. Should be like, I'm not with you. You don't have heals. 4v5. Get a kill right. 4v4. You.
Okay, right there, I clearly saw she was able to see, so she should have. But yeah.
3v4. Go. We grab.
Nice. I'm on my way back.
I'm pretty sure Niwu and Slight kind of clutch this. Nice, guys. Way to pull that up.
Cart.
Ooh, baby.
See, I can do it sometimes. Doom's above. He might push in. Nice. He's holding back. I'm watching top.
They might have shatter.
Doom.
I'm on the Doom.
Hitting everybody as they come out.
Junk out.
Doom is low.
No!
That big hunt on everyone.
I can't kill him.
Can't hit a fucking Zen to save my life.
Sorry, one.
Ryan looks to be about half.
But I think right there I was like, let me see if I can grapple up here and hide and force C9.
Or get up.
Dare get up. Yeah, same situation here. We lose that. We gotta regroup quick. Either die or get up. I would just stay on cart and not try to run away here. The Rhine swings on you once as Moira, you die, and you're with your team. This is like 35 seconds on the clock. That's an extra few seconds that are super valuable. I'm gonna try ball for the last push.
Didn't ball work?
What else do they have? Yeah, I think it did. I'll be able to touch, don't worry about that. Just get a clean fight.
Okay.
We're ready to go.
They might have Grav
They were looking too.
They definitely have grab. They just use shatter.
They had the trap. They
might
were
fire.
looking.
They use fire. They definitely have
We're
Doom
ready
ult.
for it, dude.
Doom top. Junkrat top.
3.
Doom gonna get me in the back. Doom gonna get me in the back. Careful.
Yo,
We lose test.
You're lucky they touched.
watch out for the Doomfist.
Yeah.
Flying.
Oh yeah,
Thought you
there's
were
Junkrat
going
on
to
me.
the trap there.
Junkrat's low, Junkrat's low. Nope.
I got nanos.
Sorry, I charged. AF, dude.
Oh no, I don't think it did work actually. I think we lost.
I'm coming back, I'm coming back.
Oh! Yikes. That's alright. That's good distance. So yeah, we did lose this one here.
Watch out for the trap near the payload.
Yikes.
I got nanos.
Let's take a look.
Oh yeah.
Little trap.
So...
See, on that part,
What's up?
on that part, I feel like you were going to slam, and I would have slamming. Oh,
Yeah.
but you were the only person that was really mobile, so really.
Yeah, that's why I was just like letting them know when I was engaging more than who I was engaging on. With them on the front line there, they kind of see who I'm slamming. So unless it's a dive, I usually just say slamming. 3.
Doom gonna get me in the back. Doom gonna get me in the back. Careful.
I'm not sure how Foch picks off test on the way in here,
Junkrat
but
top.
not having our brig is a big deal. So I think he was positioned up here and just managed to spam him from behind. 3.
Doom gonna get me in the back. Doom gonna get me in the back.
Yeah.
Yep, he was right up top there.
He stepped in a trap? What?
He probably just dropped one on his head or something. Oh wait, trap was here. What?
Trap's there.
Junkrat top.
He probably dropped a new one.
Probably threw another
right
one.
as you start to go in, and he dropped it.
Yeah, he must have dropped it like right on payload or some shit, and test caught some spam and then walked in.
Doom gonna get me in the back. Doom
Yeah,
gonna
you
get me
can
in the
see
back.
it right there.
Yo,
Rather than slamming here, I should be booping him in.
Into the Rhine.
Yeah.
Into our
watch out for the Doomfist.
hog.
Oh yeah, there's Junkrat
Yeah,
on me.
just into our team,
Junkrat's low,
make them
Junkrat's low.
play
Nope,
from
I got
uncomfortable
nanos.
positions. Yeah, just we didn't really call focus fire that fight.
Help! When you know you're fucked.
Did I actually play Widow again?
I remember.
Winston jumped.
Oh, they got me.
Yeah.
Winston discorded.
Monkey. Nice.
He's killed.
Diva now.
There's also a Doom up there with you guys.
Thanks
Careful.
Diva D-Mac.
Oh yeah, Foch and Eternal both fucking.
Doom one. Doom one.
Discord on fire.
We went 2 for 2. Our tanks need heals. Our tanks need heals.
I'm asleep. I'm asleep. I'm
No,
low.
no need.
Watch it, Farah. Oh shit, I'm not there.
And no nade.
Right there, no one was talking.
Yeah.
Someone needed to say, back out. Or,
And
you know,
like that happens a lot. If I get picked first, I'll try to say like 3v3, 4v4, 4v5, whatever's going on, but then there's no other comms.
And I wasn't in this game to be able to be like, hey, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Because that's something I do a lot.
Don't cart by yourself.
When I'm dead and people stop talking, I'm like, we need to talk, call targets. That wasn't me, because I wasn't in.
Should we get?
I need help if you can. No, I just think I gotta play further back. They dove before I was ready to help you guys there.
Can we
yeah, take a fight if you can.
Let's
go.
Just watch the fire, Zen,
Slight
try to
with
pressure
Tank
her
Moira.
off.
They have no name. They have no name.
What'd you say?
Slight with Tank Moira.
Tank Moira, hell yeah.
Oh, I'm low.
I'm back.
Test.
Eternal charges that anymore and Slight's dead.
They don't have zone. So yeah, you're right. I was about to say like we were running test on Zen against Farah Doom, and then you can go Brig or Lucio here. Yeah, that's fine.
We need Discord on the Pharah, that's why we took them.
No, for sure. But we don't need the defensive ult, so if I'm playing Widow, I can just try to get her out of there.
Okay.
Everybody's just like,
So,
okay.
you get the help.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, honestly, Discord
Nice pick.
doesn't
Damn.
really help that much. Monkey. If I'm killing a fire, it's usually a headshot.
He's really no, he got healed.
He got away. He got away.
If it's a Widow, you don't really need the Discord, but like a Soldier or a McCree, it
They're all
helps a
flanking for
lot.
barrage. Yeah. The ones that can poke you from mid range are the annoying ones. Left side probably.
I want purple.
We're beaten. We gotta walk out. Kite that. Follow me. I can't fight. Yeah, I think I switched soon because I was just getting destroyed by Doom and Laura.
I'm stuck in here.
I'm going ball to touch. Oh yeah, this was the end of the game. Lol.
Next one, right?
I don't think so.
No, no.
Alright, I think we said all that needs to be said about that one. It was just...
Yeah.
They played a little more collectively and efficiently than
Big
we did.
problem comes when you die first. If you die first, then comms die with
Yeah.
you. And that's something we need to work on as a team. So
Having Beanback, that'll definitely change.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think if we do what you
Engages
said with Mew, then it'll be a big help. And then maybe do it with like 1 or 2 other people as well.
Yeah, or we could just do game by game, take turns.
You're happy to have it.
Like this game, Test is our main shot caller.
Yep.
These are not just running into
Good.
charge.
Am I in this game?
Don't think so. I think I wanted to sub you back in, but I wanted to sub you in for Slight, and we couldn't. So I was like, I don't think we do changes here.
Yeah.
So play the next.
Bubbler?
Was Slight
Yeah,
was
just
supposed to be in the entire time?
More or
I
less.
don't know, but probably.
It wasn't explicitly said that way, but they made the stream like a whole special event, like Chris Ramsey
Sure, it was
joins
kinda
OSA. Yeah, and like they pulled him out of our lobby 10 minutes before the game so he could like do an on-stream interview and shit. So I was like, I don't think I'm allowed to sub this person out.
I don't know. We're
And-
in like 30 seconds.
Alright. And like I said as much to one of the admins talking to them later that night, and they were like, yeah, we didn't want to like force it on you, but it was a special event tonight. So going forward, we'll definitely be able to be more flexible. But yeah, that was tough because we're so unfamiliar with playing with Moira. I don't think we ever run Moira comps.
We don't need to unless it's like the last point and they're like, I think that's the only time we to like touch the point.
Yeah, like even we just like we don't play around Moira generally, so that was a really weird concept for us to just like
What's his DPS full?
McCree, Widow, and Torb. And Junk.
Did you say McCree?
I think no, there's no McCree. I think it's just Widow, Torb, Junk.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was rough play on DPS, so we kind of just kept them.
Bubbler. Yeah, just break barrier right now. Break their shield. Make them uncomfortable.
Dupe is diving.
Yeah, Doofus behind.
I don't bubble. Oh,
He's bubbled.
He's so low. Yeah, he got away though. Right side path.
Bop.
watch out.
Spike shield.
So rude.
That
I get
angle.
punched from the fucking Doomfist here, and then I get fucking doinked from the Hanzo there. Mew did call low shield, so I probably should have backed up to this spot at this point. But ideally we do have a shield there, and it's being either like angled in this general direction or in this general direction, so I have like a safe area to play as Zarya. Because I felt like I died a lot on Zarya compared to how we usually play.
Shields on the
The Hanzo on the right side. Hanzo on the right side.
I feel like part of it might have just been playing OD that day as well.
No question about it, dude. Like, we were in a whole different mindset that night. We were. I don't think any of us felt like playing Overwatch for the day after we dealt with that. So.
Hell no.
It was definitely just like a mental trial to put ourselves through. But we did it, and yeah, we managed. 4v4, 3v4.
Right.
We can take a quick fight though. Speed boost us back. Speed boost back. Come, Uber. We need to pick up.
Uber.
Reinhardt.
Yeah. And we'll just speed in now. We'll speed in.
Watch the right side. Watch the right side. Doom's coming in. He's flying.
He's playing Lucio here. Test.
Speeding in right. Yeah.
Oh.
Doom one.
I got hammer.
That's unfortunate.
Careful dragon.
Go run. Run Zoop. Run Zoop. Nice.
Doom might be coming in.
Go. So, lots of Qs are pressed here. They don't capitalize on their shatter. They nano a Doom when he doesn't have cooldowns immediately. So, like, if you notice, I was kind of looking at their nano Doom for a second, like, hey, bud. And then he gets his punch up and goes in. But at that point, we punish, like, Mew gets punished for staying in there, but we also punish their Doom and their Rhine. So that allows us to walk in. Nice. And look at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Like, all 5 of our remaining team members are just looking at this fucking Doom face. Yeah, goodbye Eternal. Go.
Zarya, get Zarya.
Nice.
Woo!
I'm on Zen.
I'm coming back.
Anna's well.
Hanzo.
It's just Hanzo on point.
Anna's right here.
Told you, Anna.
Yeah. Good shit, guys. Good callouts. Mew and I will take space. Let's have Lucio come with us.
Go.
Dude, where you at? See this little circle?
Just play that corner.
There's this little circle.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we should have been here, right here. Mew and myself. I think we kind of pressured too early. We could have just stayed on the doors and waited for them to open. Because we did have to commit people to payload to move it to the doors. So we were already playing at a disadvantage out there where they had their whole team. So that was probably a mistake on my part, calling the push there. Mew and I will take space. Let's have Lucio come with us.
You may have also called it because Mew was already pushing out.
Yeah, fair enough. But I can also just be like, Mew, come back. Let's wait until the doors open.
Yep.
Just play that corner.
Okay.
Lose this fight?
Oh, Doomfist behind.
Doom. I don't think we did.
Oh, I tried.
We traded.
Didn't turn out bad.
Yeah, Hanzo up top, careful.
Hanzo for Hanzo.
Back up mid.
No, sorry. Hanzo for Doom.
You got bubble for you? Yeah.
Terrible.
But we call the Hanzo up top, and I don't think we have anything that can deal with it.
Lucio's the only one that can get up there.
Yeah, and even then, Lucio versus Hanzo isn't a duel you really want to take.
Ryan is half.
I mean, I like that duel personally.
Run half.
Well, yeah, but
just fucking melt down.
So this is a primary example, or a prime example of like taking space and then not holding space, because like we totally pressure them back even though they have both healers up. Their Rhine is completely out of resources, his health is low, his shield's broken. Like, we can stand right here now, and they have very little to like reclaim the space with, but we kind of start backing up as well. Yeah. Reset. Mew is low. I think as a group in general, we just have to play more corners. Because Mew's entire shield just tanks a lot of damage that it doesn't need to.
It's also because you guys played aggressive there and she was holding shield most of the time.
Yeah.
So she didn't really have time to recharge it, and that's why the other Ryan was broken too.
Yeah.
You guys were trying to show.
So both our Ryans are in a sticky spot, but I'm pretty sure we can like safely at least stand here without backing up and continue engaging. But again, like Mew's letting us know her shield's low. I shouldn't be like, nah, fuck that. Let's go, let's go. Unless there's Zens like over here or like playing on that staircase or something. The fact there's Zens still backing up that way, the retreat's not the worst thing here.
Yeah.
I have grab here. Reset, soft reset, and then we grab. Watch out, Honda. That's one.
Go, good ult.
Oh, I fucked up. I thought I threw it really far. Oh fuck. What did I do?
Pretty good.
We positioned well.
Right.
We can take a quick fight though.
Ryan is half.
Watch your shatter, watch your shatter. Run half.
My shield's almost gone, my shield's going back to reflect.
Yeah.
I have grab here.
I got back up.
Reset, soft reset, and then we grab. Watch out. We didn't fully soft reset here. We should have like either taken castle or taken the left side and just like as a group let our cooldowns come back.
You guys also could have taken staircase on the left, went up on that high ground.
Yeah, but that's a long rotation that we didn't really need. We kind of just needed like 3 to 4 seconds. That would have taken a good 7-8 seconds, and at that point their Doom is back with all his cooldowns. Or yeah, we traded for their Doom. Hanzo. That's one.
You guys also get grabbed while you're trying to reset, so that's...
Yeah. But again, like, if when Mew calls shield low and we call soft reset, the entire team just walks in there. We don't... Like, that grab isn't nearly as impactful. We might not even have to beat it. We can just kill the Zarya that's coming in trying to kill us. We didn't severely misplay this. I don't think it was a bad... Like, we still made a good fight out of it.
Could have been a lot
worse. Yeah. That's one.
Go, good ult.
I fucked up. So yeah, I thought I threw it like way over here. Yeah. Like back there or something because of the angle, but it worked. I fucked up.
Smack the bubble.
We're good. Zarya.
Oh, I'm shattered. You're up there by yourself. Oh, you back, my bad.
Nice move.
Nice Zarya.
I think I just tunnel vision too hard here. I should be going back to payload. I'm sitting in open space fighting a Zarya that has a bubble and I don't. And has a pocket Zen and Ana with her still. So yeah. That's just bad game sense on my part.
You're up there by yourself. Oh, you back, my bad.
Yeah, I mean we were both max charge at that point.
Yeah.
Nice move.
Nice Zarya.
See ya.
Nice fucking move. Zen and Ana.
We can get the Zen.
Zen can die. Oh no. Yeah, I healed.
Oh.
Oh, I'm purple. Backing up for a second.
You're good.
Oh!
Knew it was fucking.
I'm down!
Oh, and then I'm just
And
like,
then we lose this.
yeah. So, why do I hide here? I think I hid here to get my bubbles back up and to hide from the meteor strike that ended up killing our backline.
Oh, I'm purple. Backing up for a second.
You're good.
I'm down!
Oh, not a meteor strike. I think they died to dragon. I don't know. I think I just panicked. I'm like, oh, my team's dead. Fuck. Let me just hide here. And I can't even like look at them, much less try to fight them. So I get killed. If I'm playing better here, I have a chance to kill the Zen and then try to clutch it against the Rhine.
I think you still have Zen on the bridge as well, so.
Well, no, it was Niwu and the McCree that was on the bridge.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but yeah, I do, like, there is a chance for me to clutch it there that I miss out on.
I'm down!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I run away rather than take the fight. Where I have bubble in 3 seconds, I can eat probably a shot from Zen and 2 hammer swings at least before getting that bubble up, and probably kill the Zen at least.
Can we get
Help me! Help me! Oh! I didn't realize our team was dead too, probably, so that's why I was like, help me, when everybody was already dead. Yeah,
should we go in through the right side, or?
Yeah, we'll push all together through there. Watch out for anti.
Well, I'd say watch out for grab too.
Yeah, they might have it. Although they grabbed us right before we grabbed them, so we should be about even. We ready? We ready? Mew.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, there's no reason for Mew to be this scared. Where she's on this wall while we're posturing.
May get distracted sometimes.
I don't think it was distraction as much as like we've kind of got our heads in a place where we don't want to walk in unless it's the perfect engage, but we should still be kind of claiming space while looking for that engage. So I think that's something we should address tonight for sure, is just like, don't be afraid to show your face as long as there's nothing that's immediately going to kill you. So yeah, if we're like walking up the staircase here, we save a little time, get a cleaner fight. We ready? We ready? Mew. But like I'm pretty sure they still have Hanzo here. Niwu can just get doinked speaking like this.
And he's looking straight through that door.
So that's why I start yelling for Mew. Yeah.
Just shield that. If we're all here, just start shielding.
Genji behind.
Nice skill.
Yeah, he didn't expect me to pop up there.
Run low, run half.
Yeah.
We can go.
Engage, please.
So, yeah, and you heard Zen right there then, like, engage please, because we get 2 picks, we walk in, but we don't walk in. So Mew and I walk in, but we don't walk, like, we kind of let them stop us right at the door.
Yeah.
Do I have bubble for her here? No, I bubbled earlier. So...
Bubbled her as you ran past, I believe.
Yeah. If I save my bubble, maybe she has a better chance of staying alive. But also, I'm just not there.
But honestly, at the same time, not really, because bubble isn't that much to burn through, and she gets fucked because she's the only one in that front line.
She's looking at a Zen. She caught a little bit from the Hanzo on the way in before I got him.
Yep.
Zarya, Ryan. So yeah,
she's probably dead either way there.
I think that is a situation where Tess should be just feeding us in kind of past them. And I don't know if the call was made for speed.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just shield that. If we're all here, just start shielding.
Nah, so if we actually speed in here and either go up there or just walk straight into them, their Zen is prime pickings if he doesn't start backing up preemptively.
Genji behind.
So yeah, Zen's right there. It's too blurry for me to see what else is there.
I'm low, I'm down.
The Genji, so we get their 2 squishy DPS, and it has the makings of a one fight. But then
lose Mew.
So I don't know if it's on me not being there to create the space.
I don't think so, because the Hanzo could stand right above you and just dink down on Mew as soon as she walks down that door.
And that was my concern there, and that's why I went for Fotch first. But also, there's a scary fucking Zarya right here that I can kind of pressure off, and none of our team can kind of fuck with. So
we can go.
Engage, please.
Engage, please.
Zen 1.
I'm coming back now.
I force trans.
Trans.
That was big. And we do stay alive here. This is good.
Somebody come get bubbled.
Yeah, but that trans is huge.
I'm asleep.
They have monkey now.
No Winston.
Yeah, and they go. I think this is when they were Rein, Zarya, Monkey.
Yeah, instead of the Hanzo, they were Monkey.
And I'm pretty sure Foch just did that to get back.
Probably. Which makes sense. I get it.
But they stayed on it for the next fight, which was silly as fuck. Nice! Play point. Nice, Mew. Mew goes huge there. I think the dragon on cart definitely got them super low, and then Mew just swung them all down.
Nice,
yo! Holy shit!
That's my play of the game, bitch!
Fuck yeah.
I love her. She's great.
Hell yeah. Our team wouldn't be the same without her energy.
Cracks me the fuck up.
I'm coming up on grab here.
That's my play of the game, bitch. I'm sad I missed that.
Monkey,
Watch party chat.
Monkey dead.
Bubble
I
on.
got you.
Oh no!
Brian is so low.
I got Genji.
Oh, the beat came in just too late.
Yeah. And not having Mew makes things so tough.
Nice kill.
Oh, I think we still get it.
Grabbing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys grab here and take.
Yeah. Nice, guys.
Pretty damn close, one of the two.
Oh, you saw how dicey that fight looked because we didn't have the Rein shield.
Oh yeah.
You and your other tank's 40 HP on cart. it's not looking good, but yeah, we turned that shit around. Hell yeah. That's one reason I love Zarya in the meta, is she's one of the only, I think she's the only way to cleanse fucking anti. New come with me right here. Oh, we got it. Besides like Wraith Form and Fade and Self Cleanse, I think bubbles are the only way to actually.
I think bubbles are the only way to cleanse your teammates.
And I think Echo, whenever they release her, is gonna have the cleanse mechanic as well.
I hope so. Honestly, it's really good. Especially
imagine cleansing the burn from Ashe.
Yeah.
What's up, Scrubs?
What's up, man?
Not much. I was just getting lonely.
What up?
We're doing
yeah.
Join in and watch.
No, I'm doing analyticals right now. But thank you for inviting me. It's very kind of you.
Left.
Yeah, what's on, bro?
Okay.
Hey,
looks like
Platinum Division. Oh, who the heck Mike is that?
Somber translocated.
Yeah, they have dive.
Yeah, alright, Widow might want to get.
Looks like they're going left.
Yep.
Yeah, play safe here. Play back. I wasted bubbles way too early here. We could have taken a better fight if I was patient with them.
Okay.
Sombra.
I'm hacked.
I got you.
Doom coming in.
Winston one.
Shield.
Down.
Oh.
Diva low.
Yeah, if Mew shields here, she stays alive.
I got you.
Oh, she was hacked.
Doom coming in.
Well,
She was hacked.
let's count it, cause hack here.
I'm hacked.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Winston one.
6.
Shield.
Yeah, so she was.
So she could have started like she stayed fighting while she was hacked. Ideally, she's moving that way and hiding behind cart until she gets shield up. Because otherwise that. What happened? 6 seconds.
6. Okay.
So we have a bubble for a couple seconds. We have heals to keep her up until she gets her shield back. But her playing that way and getting super aggressive when she gets hacked necessitates us to hard commit to the fight when the circumstances might not be ideal. So that alone like kind of changes the entire dynamic of the fight for us. Your main tank being hacked can be a fight breaker or can just be an inconvenience. We need to turn it into an inconvenience because this broke the fight for us.
Doom coming in.
Winston one.
So yeah, if we fall back, none of us are low. Like the only person that would be low on resources if we had fallen back would be like our Moira, because she's healing up our tanks. But
she was getting booped around quite a bit too with the Winston, the Diva, and
yeah, that's true.
May not have been there.
That's true, but
But
it is something that does happen a lot.
Yep.
With us, so it's something to point out. But yeah, before they even come in on her, as soon as the hack comes in, if we do have the Lucio, so if Tess is like, all right, I'm speeding us out, we'll re-engage. That could be the way that we win that. And keep in mind, like, speeding can just be you're on speed. It doesn't have to be a speed boost.
Yep.
Play back. As long as we're moving faster than them, it works. Play back.
Okay.
The way I've started playing
I'm hacking,
Lucio is I
hacking.
value a lot of my teammates over my own life. So like going in to speed out a teammate is more important to me, and like body blocking if necessary to save a teammate is more important to me than losing the Reinhardt.
Yeah,
Or
and
losing our
ideally,
offense.
like, you won't have to go in to speed them out because you're already there with them, enabling them.
Yeah. Well, and like it just depends on the situation,
For
obviously.
sure.
But like
I got you.
it's one of those things that I've kind of learned to do, like body block, because you can get back faster than most of the characters, except for maybe Wrecking Ball. That's it.
I got you.
I mean, yes and no. Losing a Lucio is super harmful to a team's playstyle, but the idea of like putting yourself in risky situations to help somebody from a riskier situation is definitely the right mindset.
Doom coming in.
Winston one.
Shield, shield.
D below.
You has almost
I got
no
Winston.
health.
I got Winston.
D.Va 1.
Diva getting healed out the ass.
Yeah, and I think it was only myself and Test focusing her. So if one of us make that call earlier, like I'm telling Mew to shield, and I get frustrated here because she wasn't able to. If I'm not making that call, and instead I'm like D.Va 1 right here, maybe we get the focus we need. Shield.
D below.
Oh, and Test actually dies there too. So even though he's saying D.Va low.
You has almost
I got
no
Winston.
health.
I got Winston.
D.Va 1. I need help.
Zen's there, but slept.
Should I go on it
There.
or no?
Yeah, no, he's not doing much as a Pharah in that situation anyway. You can swap McCree probably.
With the Sombra, it's rough. The
That sounds
Diva
like be a huge problem.
Yeah.
and Winston able to dive you if you get picked out of the air, then you're done.
For the
Yeah.
Sombra, I mean, it puts up a turret if you can't play.
I'm in the middle of something.
We
What?
could do that, but then we'd be on 3 deeps.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out if we lose another one.
I'm hacked again. Starbucks on castle.
Yeah.
Alright, watch
I
out,
don't
watch out.
know yet. Let me do what I'm doing right now.
Winston low.
I got the
What's a good
email.
eye? What's a good eye?
I will take care of it.
Nice.
Solo.
I need help, I'm booped in.
Diva's behind you to save.
I'm on
Yeah.
you.
Take the fight. Niwu popped off that fight. We give him the space too, of course, but
We give him the space, then we win more team fights, and that's
no doubt
a big thing. It's like he's
Winston
good
low.
enough
Winston low.
to
I'm on.
win team fights if he has the space.
Yeah.
Winston could die.
Solo.
I need help, I'm booped in.
Diva's behind you to save.
I'm on
Yeah.
you.
Take the fight.
Oh, she's so low I can get her out.
Sombra's on the cart.
Pull back, yeah.
That's where I like playing Lucio.
Play natural cover. What's up?
Speed and kills. I like to be able to play Lucio like in those situations
Yeah.
when the fights are just a little bit more.
And that's why I
Like, when
love
they're really
having
quick.
the Lucio with the Rein Zarya, because you get to do that so much
Yeah.
more. And that truly is where Lucio is at his best, is where he gets the speed as much as possible. Just all of us need to play natural cover. Whoever doesn't get hit by the EMP, like the better.
I got coalescence, so I'll try to stay over.
I'm looking for Sombra here.
Yeah, I know.
Winston jumping us.
Up. Thank you. I've got.
I got hacked, so I can't heal.
Okay. I got stuck. I'm stuck.
Yeah, you're good. I got you.
Thank you. No, purple. No.
Good shut up.
T-Mac, Diva,
Nice kill.
and then grab.
We win. There's no more ults.
What?
I don't know. There may have been a reason for the beat there, but I don't think we needed it.
Tess was about to die. You noticed that while we were actually watching the stream?
Yeah.
Because we were all like, ooh, I don't know about the beat. and we like realized his health was extremely low, so that's why he
Yeah, and like he did it at the same time as me getting the Diva mech and Niwu hitting the high noon, so he didn't know how far up we actually were. So yeah, it's not the worst play.
We win
Just unfortunate timing.
Yep.
Woo. Coming back.
Spy check for Sombra. Spy check for Sombra.
They got Diva Bomb BMP, guys.
Oh yeah, everybody hide. Everybody hide near a corner.
Use cover. Yeah. Find cover.
Sombra's on the roof.
Out of here.
They're gonna want to launch it soon.
I'll grab if we survive that.
There it is. Shield. Missed it. They missed it. Oh no, they got it.
Fireworks after the bomb.
I don't know why, like, we called play next to cover and stuff.
And then just dropped straight in. Mew runs into the castle here, which was her corner.
Well,
because she was expecting the EMP to come in.
Yeah, my thing is why is our Moira, Lucio, and Niwu as well, I assume, because he dies to it. Why are they still in open space? When we've called,
EMP
they have. Yeah. So that's just poor discipline on our part. We're not. Yeah. And Niwu's like, shield, but we've called, hey, they have EMP. Even though they didn't land it, if they do land the EMP first, there's nothing that Shield's doing. Slight dies as well here if they land the EMP because he can't fade out.
Yeah, he did fade out.
Missed it.
So luckily,
Yeah,
he faded.
him being able to fade out. I think he faded out of the EMP too, which is nutty.
They missed it. Oh no, they got it.
I'm trying to.
Winnable.
Grab card.
Big grab. Huge.
Nice.
On one.
Just come up from behind. Die to the honor.
Yep. On card one.
I'll be okay.
Oh shit, we weren't up.
Alright, back up.
Oh shit,
They're gonna dive you.
So yeah, I thought after the grab we were up on players and it was just like Ana and Monkey to finish off. That's why I felt comfortable taking that flank and going for the Ana. But they pressured us down while I did that. They killed our Moira.
Cart while you needed to die either way, so.
Yeah. But if I stay card, I might be able to stop Slight from dying with my bubble. He's back here.
Yeah.
So he might be more comfortable playing card. We could get a little longer engage and might actually pull it out because Moira healing, pocket healing a Zarya at hard charge could be kind of lethal.
It's nasty.
On card one. Oh shit, we weren't up.
Diva came out of nowhere.
They're gonna dive you. Speed up.
Yeah, just stay alive right now. Stay alive. Good communication there between Niwu and Test.
Yeah.
I'm 6
Speed that out.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, and Tess was like, hey, they're gonna dive on you. And Niwu was like, yeah, speed me out. And he's like, okay, speeding you out. That was really good. I like that. Oh, yeah, we can go.
Looks like we're going right.
Go.
Monkey's down.
Diva one. Watch out.
Oh,
You win this. Play card.
Oh, we lived.
Lucio first. Oh, yikes. Should I have gone out the door with you guys? Let's see.
Yes and no. If you do, you get hit by the meteor strike.
Right.
If you don't, this happens. Either way, I don't think it matters.
Monkey's down.
Diva one. So me going that way, I kind of took the Diva and the Doom off of the bulk of the team and lived, which is good, but I'm at 87 HP and my team hasn't necessarily done the most with the space and time I created, and now I require a bunch of resources. So
Where if you walk out the right
this
side,
is a
you're
solo
kinda-
queue play. Yeah. This
You're
right
kinda-
here is the definition of a solo queue play. I'm like, hey, let me go get some charge and pressure them from the flank. My team will be alright. Where I should be like right behind Mew walking in here. The Winston dies faster. The Diva is on the door there and has to use her boosters to come to the fight over here, or it just isn't effective. So yeah, That's on me, not being with the team. I feel like
I don't know if it would have changed the fight much anyway.
I think it does in terms of resources, because right here, if I don't get, and I start getting a bunch of heals, but if I don't get these heals, I die. Diva 1. I kind of force, I mean, it probably would have came out anyways, but the coalescence comes out and watch out. It has to heal me up. We get the kill on Ana, we get the kill on the mech, but then I'm still so low health that I died a meteor strike, even though I'm trying to run away.
I mean, it is now.
Yeah. That's fair. Lucio first?
They've probably been planning on it for a while.
Playing what?
Planning the nano meteor strike for a while.
Even if it's something that just happened, like, if we just look at our comp versus their comp, they're a lot more comfortable being, like, free and loose in their playstyle.
Yep.
Where we're playing a comp where we have to play a certain way, otherwise it's really hard to get value. So, just in the macro sense of things, they are a lot more comfortable playing the game with their comp than we are with ours. I don't know what's not. What do you guys think we need to adjust here?
I mean, probably the Winston needs to die luck. Always.
I feel like maybe we should go brig.
Yeah, do we want to run the brig here? Either Zen or Niwu can swap.
I'll swap. Or Zen, are you going to go?
No, you go ahead.
Alright.
Watch the Winston dive. Kill the Winston as soon as he dies. He's coming.
Yep, he's coming.
There it is. Oh, no.
So I called to go triple support without explicitly saying that. That's why I was like, Niwu or Zen should switch. It ended up being Zen that Tess that switch off the Lucio to go break. So we lose a lot of utility and healing there.
Back up. Down.
Huge.
I'm on
with Zen, Winston. This is down.
Sombra's behind, but
yeah, we're good.
She transported.
Remember, they can get free fight wins off EMP. We need to start playing the corners as soon as we think they have it.
Alright, she's out.
Haven't seen one in a while. They probably have it here.
I'm 75 to graphics. And I think they do win a fight with the EMP right here.
Let's get the OT
Sombra.
here.
Oh, fuck. I peeked her on there.
Fall back a little.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's coming.
Chill.
No, I
got hacked.
Fall back a little.
Oh no.
That's coming.
Let's see, where's... I think Slight tried to...
Out of the shoot. Has no fade.
Well, no, I think he faded off to hallway. And didn't expect it to... Whoa, that's Bert's face.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all. But this is such a good angle to discuss from. So I think Slight, he was here. He hears the bomb come in and tries to fade out like here, where the bomb lands in between, and just
perfect positioning, kill him.
Yeah, where like if he's going where I was or into the mini room over there, I think it's a little safer and allows him to rejoin the fight better than trying to hard retreat to that back. Fall back a little.
Oh no.
That's coming.
Chill.
No,
Yeah, that's where it was.
I got hacked.
Big kill. Huge grab. Huge. It's fat. Yeah.
I don't know if I needed to blow grab.
Huge.
I got hacked.
I don't know, there was a lot of people there. I don't think it was a bad call.
Big kill. Huge
They were
grab.
Mute just slammed. Yeah, Mute just slammed. That's what makes me say.
They were shattered, but it wasn't getting capitalized on. When the grav hits, everybody's getting up.
Yeah, which is what makes it... Which is, in my head, I think what made it alright. It's like, hey, we haven't fully capitalized on this. But also, I'm looking at an Ana right here.
Yeah.
But I wasn't looking at the Ana by the time I grabbed, so I guess that's why. If I had turned this corner and seen the Ana, I wouldn't have grabbed, because I can just kill the Ana.
Yep. That's huge.
Big kill, big kill. Huge grab, huge. It's fat. Yeah.
They wouldn't have died if you wouldn't have grabbed. Honestly.
The Ana would have. The Ana would have died.
Ana would have, but I don't know if anybody else would have been following up. It would have been just you and Mew. So.
The thing is, Mew killed their Lucio with Earth Shatter, like with the Shatter itself. So if I kill their other healer, yeah. So that's why it's just like, it's a split-second thing, but it could make all the difference. Because let's see what happens next fight. Don't kill. Oh.
Test, throwing.
Estes throwing. They didn't EMP there though.
Nope.
No, they still have EMP.
Yep.
They got EMP and they switched to Hanzo.
Alright, make it hard for them to walk in, guys.
No.
Play up on the corner here. Bless her fucking soul. I say play up on the corner. And Mew isn't shielding the corner. She's literally putting her body on the corner. That's why, like, that's why I keep taking, because, like, I'll call these positioning things, and I think she's taking them literally, to where, like, I need a Reinhardt shield right here, not my Reinhardt hanging out on the corner over there. Yeah, that's just that's easy to, that's an easy fix, but it's funny.
He's got all.
And yeah, she's still
She's
there.
just standing there fucking sword. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. While there's Hanzo damage coming in that... I mean, like... If there is a Hanzo, she should be hard shielding until we can all avoid the Hanzo sidelines. And, like, she gets to call out the Hanzo in that situation versus I'm up here doing stuff and I have to be like, oh... I don't know if I call it even. Let me bubble you. Let me bubble you.
Kill him before he nanos.
Yeah. I'm so focused on fucking energy right here. I don't call the Hanzo, and I'm like, let me bubble you. Let's start killing things.
He's just out. I'm purple right now.
Nice. Niwu with the huge high noon again. And we win off that. Which one? Sombra one.
Winston behind. Yeah, Winston low.
Nice. Halfway to a graph.
Yeah.
We have Shadow, Barrage, and whatchamacallit, Rally next fight.
Rally.
Let's try to Shadow before they can EMP us. We'll scout the Sombra and try to get that Shadow off immediately.
They didn't use the nano either.
Test, I want you to do me a favor, or do me a favor. 3, 2, 1, bash. Make that call. And we'll Shadow.
Right. Sombra's in the back.
Sombra one.
So...
EMP came out right behind you.
Yeah, but where I was calling, like, hey, let's try to aggressively shatter here and not give them time to use the EMP, we gave them time to use the EMP, and they got all the way here with their Ryan, where we should have kind of...
That wasn't 100% communicated. I think it was more of, once they get around this corner, then let's shatter them.
Well, no, that's why... So here.
Didn't use the nano either.
Test, I want you to do me a favor, or do me a favor. Oh, wait. EMPS. And whatchamacallit, halfway to a graph.
Yeah.
We have Shadow, Barrage, and whatchamacallit, Rally next fight.
Rally.
Let's try to Shadow before they can EMP us.
Okay.
We'll scout this on. So yeah, when I say that, I'm basically saying let's fight up close and force an early fight. So if, like, Sombra has to drop her trance, go invis and get behind us, and then EMP. Or, like, throw it in an EMP, but... like, if she does that, even if she does that before we can get the shatter off, if we're forcing that shatter super early, that EMP might do nothing, because it'll hit, like, Slight in the backline, Test in the backline, while we're still fighting up front on their team.
Okay.
Actually, no, so yeah, ideally, like, our Rein Zarya Brig core is just, like, right up on them right there, and they don't get to walk in for free. Sombra and try to get that shatter off immediately.
So they didn't use the
And Test can actually be using the third person from Brig to just watch that corner, and the moment he sees a Ryan.
That's what I was doing a lot in Ilios on our last scrim.
Yeah, that's definitely like something. If you know to do it, you do. If you don't, then it's like, oh shit.
3, 2, 1, bash. I think we need to teach Mew how to do it, where she can hold her shield so it doesn't peek through the wall, so they don't know that they're there. That she's there.
Third person corners with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll shadow. So yeah, they're already too deep at this point.
Yep, he came in quick.
He did. But again, even if they do speed in right here, and we do get run on, like Ryan, Zarya, Brig, the 3 of us are here.
Chopper's in the back.
That EMP might not hit us if we're actually fighting up on the front line.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
You're being as aggressive as you need to. If the core 3 are up there with you, then they probably don't get hit either.
And hack doesn't stop inspire for some reason. So Brig's passive, yeah. Yeah, it's stupid as shit, but Brig retains her passive.
As a Brig player, I hate that.
Somber one.
Careful.
Got her.
Help. Down.
Reinhardt is half.
Reinhardt 1. The Reddit Lucio on the back, I know.
Feels bad.
Go on.
There's a Reddit Lucio on
Alright,
the
we
back.
still have Shatter.
Yeah, it's fine.
Got headshotted.
Good shit. Hanzo spamming.
Yeah, don't take a fight right now. Don't take a fight right now. We're down 1 still.
Wait, there's this like a mini.
We still have Shatter.
Yep. I got coalescence coming up too. We should probably rally before they come in.
Alright. I'm gonna look to bash the Reinhardt so he can get a Shatter.
Alright. Watch their Shatter.
Called for rally and didn't rally.
Yep. Doom low.
Wait, who called for rally?
You and someone else. I think it was Chris.
Watch their Shatter.
I believe you did.
They have Doom.
Right before the fight.
Another issue I have with this fight is we're still sitting on the Bash Shatter that we should have used last fight.
Yep.
Obviously we got EMP'd, but like it's just like we have it. We should be using it and generating another one by this time.
Yep. Doom low.
And that's what I mean when I say like fighting on our terms versus fighting on their terms. We want to force a fight where we're comfortable and they're uncomfortable versus them walking in and fighting how they want to.
Oh!
Immediate grab.
Yeah. Yeet that shit.
That's a lot of ults. That's
Yeah,
like all of
just
those.
back up if you can. I'm running. Help, site. Heal on your way out if possible.
I can touch.
Yeah, just touch. Try to get OT here.
Okay.
I can definitely touch. I'm with you guys.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, I got pinned on purple. I'm down.
Doofus one. We win this.
God damn it, Nero.
Let's go! Nero!
Yep.
How many fucking high notes are you gonna hit, son?
Go!
Easy clap.
Holy
shit, dude.
Love him.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Great, you stole my play of the game.
I just love
I
this
want to
team
see
in
the
general.
chat blow up.
Yeah.
Easy club.
Blow up right here. Yeah, there it is. Game 5, Pog.
Game 5.
Tank for test, please.
Is that what we did?
Yep.
Solid. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick before we start this one.
Alright, man. Who the fuck message? All the mentions.
God, I'm so black.
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, fuck. Isn't practice within like an hour or so?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a 10:15. So like 4 hours.
Oh, fuck, well, fuck
3.5. I hope it's not in like a fucking hour.
Yeah, I forgot it's 10:30 to 12:30.
I just died from this character. They need a nerf. Overwatch community.
It's so fucking true.
It is though.
Am I gonna die down here?
Nassif, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Alright, come on, Mew.
So if they're running that far Doom
Alright, let's go.
I don't think we try to run Moira Dotes anymore.
Are we gonna jump on their tank?
Probably one of the sports. I'll start it.
Dotes here.
Yeah, we're on. I don't know if it was full Dotes. They have Fire Doom. They have Winston Diva. They have Moira.
Oh yeah, we won the. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we had
anyone
Nemo
break?
On their tank first.
I so wanted to play Brig here.
Probably one of the sports. I'll scout it. They have Fire Doom. They have Winston Diva. They have Moira.
Yep.
I'm slamming in on the Lucio. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Drop.
Doom here.
So yeah, Bean, to your point earlier, we are playing dive here, so I do call the slam target.
I'm on Moira. Moira has no pain.
Back up.
What's the low? I have to go.
Doom one.
Monkey down.
Doom on Mega.
Okay, question there.
He went.
Yeah.
I called the monkey low, and you focused the Moira. What was the reasoning behind that?
Moira pockets the monkey. I can't burn through that.
We have me, Diva,
And then also Moira used Fade.
Doom one.
Yeah.
Okay, I see
So,
what the fuck is up with Hamster's head?
Yeah, don't worry about it. So the thing with a dive is our goal is to force opponents to use as many cooldowns as we can, and also spread them out as much as we can. So we did both here pretty well.
Doom.
Getting rid of the Moira, now that we've gotten to the mid-fight, the post-dive stage of the fight, it gives them a lot less sustain. And just I try to say it when we're unless we're playing goats, the main tank is usually not the target. If their Winston comes in by himself and we kill him, hell yeah. But our priority targets are usually enemies that have burned cooldowns that are making themselves easy targets, or enemies out of position, or in a dive, the least mobile target, or least mobile opponent.
I just wanted to check the reasoning wasn't trying to out you on.
No, for sure, and I'm glad because that it leads to good conversation. Right here, Slight calls Doom 1.
Monkey down.
Doom on Mega. We're both chasing him. I don't think this is a good play. I don't think either of us should be here. Mega.
I think you can be
He
there.
went for the health pack. He went for the Mega.
But we do end up getting
Doom
the
one.
Got him. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit about you guys.
The Doom, yeah. He just tries to get back to the fight. I got it. Fucking Chris, don't worry about following that focus. Just call it. Call it and let me be the one to do it. No, you're good. It's something you'll get used to.
That was a good call on your part right there.
Yeah, at that point I had recognized hey, he is playing a little more solo queue oriented style.
We didn't tell him anything to work on and improve on inside of the game until this map.
That's true.
This specifically. We told him about 3 things to work on, hey, you need to work on this, all in this point.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it was you being there and having watched him for 2 games.
Yeah, probably.
Right here, Zen, you and I are the fire counters, so we gotta be on top of that. Slamming.
Go, 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 go. Speed, 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 speed.
If it's that late on the slam, you don't need to call the speed.
Okay.
I'm usually gonna call the slam when I do it, regardless. If you guys are in a position to follow up, hell yeah. If not, just be like, we can't go. I'll get out.
Not gonna lie, I think I was like half falling asleep and hit speed boost late. I was
All
fucking
good.
tired that night.
All good. Yeah, dude, OD took it out of
Do
us.
mommy in the back. Do mommy in the back. Help. Help.
Trying. Can't find you.
Oh, I'm down.
Doom one. Doom one. Doom one. Doom one.
Bro,
That was unfortunate.
Mine's for point.
just tank that shit.
Yeah. I shouldn't have used this here, I don't think.
Coming back.
Oh wait, yeah, this was a good one. I had a bad one on here. I shouldn't have chased Lucio
You're knocked
here.
out.
D.Va one. D.Va one. Running.
Sorry, I didn't get back.
Keep running back. Oh, never mind. Kill her. Yeah, kill them all. Kill them all.
I think I was also
Kill
slightly
them all.
irritated I was playing Lucio and not Brig.
True. Brig him.
Don't one.
No, don't fight out on the open against the... I think it's because you were the only option to play Lucio there.
Probably. It was just like after watching Test play on Route 66, there was a lot of times that I like saw, hey, he should be able to punish the Reinhardt here while he still can bash their shield.
Yeah.
And it was like they were focusing on Test a lot, or like I was focusing on Test a lot, just watching Brig, watching the game as I felt, because I was still in the game, not watching the stream.
Yeah.
And so I kind of saw like everything that I was like, ooh, maybe that's what he should do here. And it made me in the mindset of I want to play Brig because I want to punish the shit out of him.
Yeah, but that's why I love VODs, especially like
Yeah.
personal VODs like this, because now I can like go back and watch all the little things and be like, hey, this is why I did this is why, because Test probably has 150 different reasons and thought processes behind the things.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, don't
I
get
get
that
that.
rush.
So, nice fucking counter on the barrage there, by the way. Zen, that was insane. Farah's on
I
Mega?
have bomb for this.
Babe, right now.
What do I do
Watch
with her?
out. She's got
Alright.
trying to poke far.
I went
Right
way
behind
deep
them.
here.
I mean, hey, you went for the far. Yeah,
She's trying to farm on this right side.
Yeah. She didn't even look at him. Booping him in.
No, she didn't give a shit.
I'm gonna bomb this.
That's the thing.
I just want
That's where they mess up, is that they don't care about you 95% of the time.
So that's what I love. Look at my ult charge. I go in at 35%, and I leave at like
She's trying to farm on
70.
this right side, just-
Yeah. Booping him in. 65. I get 30% in like 3 seconds.
Just from-
slamming now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, that slam was botched though.
So
Knocked around the walls.
if I slam a second later, or if who was our diva here? I think it was Zen. We can do a nasty combo here. I'm slamming now. If he's like, wait, I can like elevate above them for a second longer. I can like actually fly up in there. But you see that diva will come in.
Yeah.
I can slam them up so they get hit by that shit.
Yep.
So it's super fucking tough to pull off.
Head,
But
dude.
what happened?
Fucking hamster's head.
Don't worry about my hamster.
I hate it. I hate
I'm on the
it.
run, I'm on the run.
Oh, Doom got me. Backline. Backline.
I'm using
Watch
my
out, we
ult.
lost main hills. Watch fire. Oh, so this was the bad
Coming back.
man build I did.
Winnable.
Cool. Saw what you were going for.
Oh, I killed.
Doom.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done this.
Oh,
Especially hearing the distance pop off.
I'm on back out.
Well, no, she killed them off before they could activate.
If the barrage wouldn't have came out, it would have been really good.
Yeah, we're at 99. But I heard that shit, and I still kind of tunnel vision with that. We can run this. Triple tank with new on McCree. We don't need a Brig to punish anything anymore.
You want me to initiate with coalescence so you can get in there?
Yeah, just wait till we're all there, and we'll call the
Yep.
engage.
Yeah, just make sure you're focusing on heals, not damage on that.
Yep, you got it.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, slamming.
Speed.
I'm on the
I
run,
feel
I'm on
like
the run.
that should be my timing on the call.
What?
Where I said slamming kind of like a second or two before I slammed.
Got it.
Yeah, because
3,
that gives me time to
2,
make sure, like, hey,
1,
I'm hitting
slamming.
speed, and I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that. That gives you a lot more time to react and follow up.
I'm on the Moira.
Spin
I'm on the right. I gotta jump up here. I'm low. I'm up top.
Oh shit, you're.
Oh, we lose this. Get out of die. Just die, Newwood. Just die.
I'm almost there.
You're right here.
What else do we have here? We have beat and we'll have beat and minefield. Calls Aria bubbles for me, and I'll be able to go on them with minefield.
I'm turning my ult.
Bars on the right.
Oh,
I'll try to boop them into you at choke, so be ready for it.
Good.
They're not playing choke. They're playing point. Going point now. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
It's everything. I have mine. 3, 2, 1.
Bro, I love that. Slam combo.
Coming.
My
favorite thing in the game. Good play. Run.
He's so fun to play.
So let's listen to this call.
Doofus on me in the back line. Help.
So slight calls for help.
Coming.
Look at that. Look at all the bodies.
Literally all of us go.
That's so good.
I'm on.
Nice.
I'm
Good
going
play. Run.
Beautiful.
We should all turn our healers up.
Yeah. I have you up, and I have I do that. I did that. I've done that on every team as well.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Probably don't need to turn me up because I guarantee you.
Nah, I have everybody kind of turned up.
She's not half.
Oof.
Get him. Far a half.
Run.
I don't know where she is. Fuck. No. Call location, please. I can stall.
Lucio, speed boost.
I died to the barrage. That's why I couldn't call out location there.
I'm going to stall.
What?
That feels bad, dude.
Alright, I'm going to stall.
Run, bro.
Lizard? Hello?
I'm going to stall.
On point.
God damn it. I hate my life.
Feels bad, dude. You want the Lucio still?
So we got Fire McCree here. We have Ryan's Aria. It's pretty much a given.
One day you can play Brig again.
No, probably not.
Engage on left side.
Why is that the first time I've heard that timer?
Actually, no. Take the underneath passageway. We'll go straight under point that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna speed boost once we all get underneath.
Yeah. Be mad funny if they go this way.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
I'm going now.
Go. Fight it. I die here.
I'm down.
Pretty early.
Careful.
Fire on me. I'm low.
Fire half. I shouldn't have been focusing on that.
I'm trying.
Do we have a diva in this?
Fire on me.
No, we have McCree. Yeah, I shouldn't have been focusing on it.
Even fight.
Nah, they have Doom Fire. I think we need the... Fuck, what do we do against this?
Do you want to run standard goats?
The fire is still gonna destroy us. We can try.
Because we can run it straight to their tanks and worry about the fire.
I think we have the right comp.
Yeah, I do too. I definitely do too.
Looking back at it. We could even switch out the Moira for a Mercy. Realistically.
Yep.
And have damage boosted McCree, damage boosted Pharah. Punishes Doom, Zarya bubbles save our people from Doom. We play patient on the front line.
There's a couple times I kill Pharah in this.
Nice.
In this map. Jumping up on that left side wall. Above the room.
Yeah. But yeah, we did have the right comp. I think going goats into this, they do have 2 direct goats counters.
Yeah.
Far after.
With Doom and the Pharah are huge.
Let's go full goats. New Brig and Zen Diva. Or McCree goats.
Yeah, that could work too.
We put Zen on Brig here or something. And But that puts a lot of pressure on the McCree to handle both the Doom and the Pharah. I think we should have stayed. Or
when we do that, if they have Doom Pharah, we want to run McCree goats. I can more pocket the McCree and keep the Doom Fist off of him.
as Brig.
As Brig or Lucio.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with the Doom changes now, that's not going to be as much of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Badass bubble. Barrage, that's a horrible bubble.
Watch for that. Take it to the tanks first, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking Niwu just going straight in.
I like it though.
Hey, dude, that's how I play Brig as well.
I'm on the gym.
I get aggressive as fuck.
Like, it's not foreplay if your team's doing it with you.
Healing.
Yep.
Did we lose Mew here?
Outside.
I don't know.
No.
Farah's outside.
We lose Mew here.
Above now.
She's up. Oh, right, low. Okay.
I'm full charge. Keep me up. I'm full charge.
She's up. We're on point.
I'm on fire.
Got her.
Right there.
Doom.
Dude.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Zarya.
I shouldn't have
Sorry, it's down.
chased the zoom.
Moira.
Actually, I did kind of pressure him.
Run.
I'm on.
I don't think we need ult.
I'm on Doom.
Yeah, no, it's.
I was heated about that.
Nice.
About the beat drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take a hard fight here.
Let's
It's 78% at this point.
Alright, we got Shatter, grab, Coalescence.
We pretty much have to play super clean. We let them stall super long.
Yep.
Just by nature of our comp, it wasn't gonna be a quick fight. More kind of is always long fights. So if I like Moira on control point, not on control points, on assault and 2CP, but or hybrid and 2CP, but on fucking control, quick fights are the name of the game. You could run Zen Lucio. Like, I see top 500 games, they just run Zen Lucio with dive, and it works.
Lucio's
so
so
well.
good. Zen, it's nasty.
They just enable such an aggressive playstyle that you punish everything. Like, oh, you have a Pharah? It's cool, your whole team's dead before your Pharah has an impact. I'm gonna go aggressively here.
Dude, it's huge.
Okay. Fair.
I think that's something we need to start running more.
Far behind.
We're trying to anyway.
When I say
if we run Zen goats,
wait, what happened?
If we run Zen goats, I think we'll do a little bit better with it.
For sure, Zen goats is the ideal
transitioning
goats.
to Zen Lucio on control. That would help the transition.
For sure.
Far behind.
I'm watching her.
One.
Beautiful.
Go there again.
Nice one.
So this was really good, but I feel like a lot of my other grabs, like even if I call like, hey, I've grabbed this fight, we're never looking for the grab.
It was honestly you and Mew on that grab, and the 3 supports were in the back focusing the Pharah.
I'm just speaking in general, like having watched myself play Zarya this whole match and the follow-ups in general.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If we do have a grab, or if we're close to a grab, and I say that, it should prompt us to play it in a certain way, which is usually just patient as fuck until that grab comes out, and that doesn't happen. So like a lot of the time we'll have DPS that are low and have to like be away from the fight for a second, or healers that can't peek something, or like Mew's out of shield so she's backed off and suddenly there's a grab she has to run out into. Like if we register like, hey, there's going to be a grab within the next 10 seconds, it changes the way we play. But I don't think that, like, it should change the way we play, but I don't think that's actually happening.
Pretty sure all 3 supports focus the Pharah there.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice one.
So yeah, it happens there because I call, like, I'm hiding right here with grab, it's gonna come out right away. And at least Mew is there. Like right on top of it to follow up. But
honestly, that barrage could have been absolutely huge though.
The counter barrage?
Yeah, the barrage
Well,
onto the.
Zen has
From
great
the-
game sense here.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, there's a Pharah right here. She's away from her team and behind everyone. I shouldn't be looking at this graph. I should be looking up at this Pharah with my right click ready. So that's just good game sense, good team play on his part. Like, trust the team to get at least a kill out of the grab and stop the barrage. But yeah, I say I'm gonna grab aggressively, and yeah. So maybe I do need to be like, hey, play patiently until the grab, because even if I say I have grabbed this fight, that doesn't kind of register within the team a lot of the time.
It also doesn't always mean I'm gonna use the grab this fight either.
With me, it
Most
usually
of the time
does.
it does. Well,
yeah,
true.
with me, it usually does. I'm usually just gonna like throw that shit in as soon as I farm it up. So if I say I have grabbed this fight, I should be more specific of, hey, I'm gonna use the grab this fight. Play patient until we see it. It's in, it's in.
Far behind, far behind. I'm watching her. One.
Beautiful.
Ryan.
I reload way too much with
Wait,
that.
they're
Gonna have ults next fight, so we need to try to use Shatter to I like how it stop looks, whatever though. combo they're doing.
They just used Mirage.
Yeah.
We got bomb coming up. Doomfist is top. Big stagger. Big stagger.
Big stagger. Nice.
See you, bitch.
If they push and take the fight.
That buys us a good 10% right there. I mean, if we see it, they're down one.
No, they're waiting right now.
Alright.
Yeah, they're holding.
We can slam that.
Dash out it, call it.
If you can bash him whenever, Oh my god.
He tried to bash when he was bubbled. I watched that happen from right behind him.
So, if Niwu, as soon as I say that, says go now, because he sees the shield, all he has to do is jump down and fucking bash. Easy pick.
If you can bash him.
We're running straight through.
Yeah, the Zarya just gets to walk in and grab past Niwu and Mew. Both our shields.
Bash him whenever. Oh my god,
It wasn't called, it wasn't called.
I bubbled too early there.
I got the fire.
I got it. Nice. One attack.
Oh, my bad. I chased the Pharah, but I had to choose one.
You and Mew are saving a lot of these fights.
Nice Mew.
She was going behind us.
It's fine. It worked out. Fuck it.
Enabling Mew is definitely like the best way our team plays. So I feel like the more we do that, the better we play.
Yeah, she's super aggressive, so having the Brig, having the Lucio, and then a main healer on Mew, we win a lot of fights just like that.
The next one for sure.
They have Reaper?
I'm gonna call this here too.
Yeah, they have Reaper. Careful. I'm saving bubbles. Hold on. Go now. Grab.
That grabs so fast too.
Watch out, Reaper in
You're
the back.
bubbled. Yeah.
Reaper mini.
I'm on him.
Reaper.
We're in the back all alone.
Huge.
Yeah, the Moira's there, but the Reaper's a threat at the moment.
Stagger here.
So getting him first was good.
I just didn't know how she got it. Got back there.
Right.
Faded in to get a kill.
Let's see what's outside. Zarya.
Got him.
Sorry, no.
Hanzo at the door.
Let's go.
Zen made great call outs here.
Nice,
Again.
good shit, guys.
I feel like when shit gets super serious, Zen starts making the clutchest call outs. Like in overtime, we saw it on Busan and we see it again here.
Straight right there.
Hell yeah, man.
Zen's gonna be our shot caller for control.
Yeah.
Control
Yeah,
over
good
time.
shit, guys. Hell yeah.
Specific.
Oh, nice.
Welcome to becoming a full-fledged member of OSA.
I hate
You
her.
hate sometimes.
Dotes?
Yeah, dude. Fuck it. Our dotes.
I feel like our ghost is stronger than our dotes. On Busan, we
usually don't play Dotes with the Moira. We usually play it with Brig, Lucio.
I think because of that, we needed to play regular goats. We needed to stop trying to force
Do you play
Dotes.
Brig by any chance?
Because we didn't have the Ana.
Yes and no. Regular Goats gets abused with all the high ground on this map.
True.
So
No, you're right.
I think just a standard comp should have been the play.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Alright, let's just start running like this.
Yep.
And
Later. Losing the
Dude,
brig.
with that boost, you're gone.
Yeah. Fight him on jump. Losing the brig. We lose a lot of the sustain. We lose the armor pack. We lose rally. We lose
What was
the.
brig for?
Huh?
What did we lose brig for here?
Ana. So we ran Ana, Moira, Lucio.
I don't like that.
No, neither do
Not
I.
a fan. Ana Moira.
Jump pad. They're going jump pad. But
Jump,
yeah, this sucked. There were so many close calls. Run out, run out.
Oh, I got moved.
Twice, dude, and then Slight gets moved, and then Niwu gets moved,
I'm on. Okay, I gotta get out.
and then I get booped.
Oh, fuck! Okay, Farrah's behind us, like, Farrah's ready to play.
Oh, yikes. Reset. How do we hard counter the Pharaoh Doom? Because I don't think Dotes is the answer.
I think we go goats again.
Goats again?
That's what they were
Let's
running.
do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. We annihilated them. Just don't even worry about the Pharah and just take out the rest of the team.
Yep. Try to force them to fight where the Pharaoh can't have good sight lines, so any undercover.
Yep.
Any undercover. I know how to English real good.
Probably
I know what you mean, dude. I got you.
best fight, so we're not playing around that tower and get split up.
If we can force them in right here.
Okay.
I'm low.
See right there, I think Niwu being a little bit too aggressive forces our team out. When we said to play, quote, any undercover,
Yeah.
I don't know if going out and being that aggressive was a good call with the brig.
Yeah, and
Just
then
because that
it causes me to get
takes that.
uppercutted on the point as well, so.
Yeah, causes.
Gives her so much free splash damage in and just sight lines. So yeah, fighting them inside was ideal. I'm low.
You almost got high ground, though.
Yeah, almost. But again, that's why I'm like looking back, like Dotes on this map, or goats, like regular goats against this comp on this map. We ran Moira goats, which excels in longer fights and just at taking space and outlasting enemies.
Yep.
Against a Pharah and a Doomfist who excel at popping up
you.
and deleting people. So yeah, I think that looking back, we kind of beat ourselves in the spawn room there.
Oh, I got shattered.
I got the boost off during that.
You're good. Fight it.
No, wait, I'm on the Ryan.
Go run.
Right to die.
I got booped. I kept trying to get back and fucking. Go around if you can.
Kill him, he's low.
Doofus on me in the back.
Gotcha. Feeling.
Mine is so low. I can't kill him.
Go.
5v5, go.
Doofus can't kill me.
Run.
Run.
Zen doesn't call for heals here or fly to his Moira, which I noticed in the moment I didn't say anything.
Right down.
Nice. Far.
And if he is there to protect his Moira, he matrixes while getting healed up and flies into the Pharah.
Yeah.
More.
No.
Come on.
They win this fight. Just die. Yeah.
We got D.Va bomb. We got beat.
Goats wasn't the answer. Yeah.
No.
We had that fight too. Thanks for helping out with the Doomfist.
Need to do.
I will never surrender.
I think we should go right side.
I need help, Deck.
Yeah. Go with Niwu here.
Fire me.
Push out middle.
I'm so slow, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't it took me a hot minute to realize.
I was like, I need help. Deck, fire me.
You ate it.
Yeah. And then this happens.
Fucking car, dude. That was unfortunate. I didn't even think that happened.
Yeah, I'm hoping that didn't get caught on stream. I got punched into the truck.
I don't know if it did or not.
Doom can die.
Touch.
I should not play with him in that small room, dude. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Ryan's low.
Give me another shot.
And just like not being with Mew there.
I'm gonna die. I'm down.
No, you're not.
That was unfortunate too. I probably could have touched if I didn't fuck that up. I think I did touch, but.
Touch. I hold for a minute.
Run him, and I'm
I think
coming
I die
in.
and then come back even.
Oh yeah, I went in here and bad
Come to
things
right
happened.
side him.
Bro.
Yeah, it's such a bad feeling when you
Bad
bad fucking hamster.
3 walls that I tried to fucking jump off of.
Alright, well at least that wasn't like an egregious fucking we misplayed our asses off. We just didn't pick the right comp.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I think a lot of that was limited hero pool.
Yeah,
Which,
playing around the Moira was tricky. Having never played with a
and
Moira.
we had never played with him. And we don't
Yeah.
play with him. Like,
Well,
it's
no,
not...
to his credit, like callouts were great throughout. Communication and like ideas proposed and like peel calls, everything was good. It was just more of playstyle and hero pool that clashed.
Hero pool especially because we don't play the Moira.
Or
We
the
never
Torb.
play the Moira.
Yeah. Alright. I think
Alright,
that's it for now. I'll catch you at practice
That's good.
later.
Yep. 10:15.
Yeah.
3 hours. Gotcha.
Yep.
Alright, man. I will see you then.
Yep.
The